Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the first ever installment of the Two-Man Game. I'm Cooper Wild, obviously the ex-host of the Wildcast. That's what we rebranded from that.
Big
Now
rebrand.
we're the Two-Man Game with a new co-host, Zach Woyak. Zach, how you doing today?
I'm doing good. How about yourself?
Not too bad, not too bad. A couple months ago, actually, we talked a little bit about a new post office distribution center in town. And
Yes.
today at work, we reported on it.
Really?
Don't worry, like 4 months too late. I had to bring it up to them.
I try to get you ahead of the game.
I know
man.
you
Try
do.
to get you ahead of the curve.
Obviously, on this podcast, we're going to be talking about NBA basketball, college basketball.
Un poco.
The college basketball, I'm still learning college basketball. This will be like my first season that I'm actually like trying to get invested into it and learning teams and everything. You've been a little bit more invested in me for a while.
I'll say I'm not a big regular season guy, but like I start watching towards like February conference tournaments get involved. I bought ESPN Plus for the first time this year just to watch the really small
Would you
schools.
really?
I just get really super engaged, and I'm a hermit. I watch it all. I take it in. I study for the big tournament to pick a good
See,
bracket.
I'm trying to get to that point eventually.
Yeah, it doesn't help the bracket, but like it
The
should.
bracket ends up sucking anyways. I think I destroyed you last year in our
Oh,
bracket.
mine was.
I was
awful.
like third place or something.
Yeah.
It came down to who's in the championship.
Oh boy.
It was Houston. Anyways, I think
See,
no, it was Houston Duke.
Oh
Houston
yeah,
Duke. And I was the only one. It was like the top three. It was me and then two other guys. I don't remember who they were, but they both picked Duke and I picked Houston.
Yep.
So if Houston won, I would have won the league.
Yep, but
that came down.
alas,
close. I know.
Yeah. Normally, if I'm see, this is where I like contradict myself. I become such a big fan if I fail the bracket challenge.
You picked the homer teams.
Well, a little bit, yeah, but I lose interest once the bracket busts big time for me. Like as soon as I don't have a team
you're
alive,
just clocked out.
I'll check scores, but I'm not like watching. I can't remember the last time I actually watched the national championship.
I was like the semifinals. I was like locked in because Houston came back that game.
Yep, yeah,
big time. And I was like locked in. We were at the bar, and I was like yelling at the bar, and I was the only one in there that wanted Houston to win.
Everyone's got Duke.
Everyone,
sure. Yeah.
And I was like
Pump
yelling.
a flag.
So yeah, a little bit of college basketball. Maybe some weeks we might talk like Wisconsin sports.
Yeah.
Badgers, Packers, stuff like that.
Please not Badger football.
We might actually touch on some football every now and then.
Okay.
Yeah. Obviously, you're a bigger football fan than me too, as well.
Yes, one.
I've been keeping up with the Packers a little bit today. Not much of anything else this year, actually. So yeah, we'll get into all those. I'm sure I'll mention soccer every now and then, and you won't have
I'll be clueless. Like
you'll have no idea.
30% or 60% of America. That might even be lowballing it still.
I actually was thinking today because I am an Arsenal fan.
Yeah.
And they played today. They played in like the English tournament where all the England teams like go in a big tournament. And I was curious how this would work in basketball, right? So in English soccer, they have these things called academies.
Okay.
And you can like join an academy, like a professional team's academy.
PSG?
At like probably.
Is that one of them?
They're not in England.
Okay.
They're in France.
Yeah, okay.
But like you can join these English teams' academies at like 9 years old.
Oh,
and you just get grown up through the system.
Isn't that how Mbappe came up?
Yes, he came up through Monaco's in France, their system.
That's my knowledge. That's the extent of soccer knowledge I
have. But today, Arsenal put on a kid that they took up from the academy, who's actually been playing a lot of games today. 15 years old. He played his first. He was the second youngest player to ever get Premier League minutes.
What the hell was the youngest?
It was like he beat him by like 100 days.
A couple days.
15 years and like 2.
So there's got to be a minimum. Days. I assume 15.
I don't know. I don't know. I think that these teams can just call them up from the academy whenever they want.
Oh my gosh!
So this kid is 15. He is amazing.
Yeah,
he's like keeping up with these 28-year-olds, 30-year-olds. He's like beating them off the dribble. But I was curious on how it would work with basketball. And do you think that anybody who is in high school at like 15, 16 could actually make a transition to the league?
I want to say no, but you look at like how dominant like Zion was years ago, and not even every week, but it was every couple of days. There's just a video of highlights from a game, and it wasn't just one poster. It's like 6, 8 posters. Not going to do it. Not beating you with the TikTok language. But I mean, the guy is just he was just a man amongst boys. Like this guy is built. He has the body and has the ability to play in the league. But you don't know how that transition would go. And they haven't had high schoolers go there in a while because, like, back in the day, I think KG, Dwight Howard,
Yeah,
if I'm
those
not
are like the
mistaken.
last guys to go from it, but even they were 18.
Yes, yeah, they weren't like 15 years old.
That's
like
like
that.
a freshman in high school
Yeah.
jumping straight from middle school to the league.
Yeah.
I think there's maybe like I'm not. It's not common in soccer either. Like there's only been two 15-year-olds ever made it.
Yeah, they're just the studs.
Yeah, but I do think that the only thing that I think that's different with the league, the NBA and the Premier League is like the strength aspect. Like not that saying soccer isn't a physical sport,
Yeah.
but basketball is so physical,
you could
especially
be-
if you're a big or a forward.
Yeah, because if you're like, there's guys like that Oliver Ruga that's in Florida that was like 7'7"
Yep.
at that age. If he were to go to the league, he's a string bean. You
Yeah,
know, like
he's getting
at that age,
bullied.
there's nothing he could do.
I almost think it would have to be like a really skilled guard.
That's already like 6 feet tall. You're
Right.
7'6"
And even then, a skilled high school guard is going to be barely even playable.
Yes,
in the
yeah.
NBA. I don't know. I thought it was an interesting conversation to even think if it's possible. I really don't think it is.
I don't. It's a very. I mean, I'm just shocked that it happens in soccer.
It's
First off.
crazy, and it's not even like they're bad.
Yeah.
We also have a 16-year-old that plays who gets like regular minutes,
Oh my god.
and they like actually play.
Yeah.
It's crazy to me.
That is why I mean, if you think about the other sports that could happen with, basketball is one of those fence sports. Baseball, like you got a kid that can hit. I'm sure they're quick if they're 15 years old, unless they're built like Prince
Yeah.
Fielder or something. But
Yeah, baseball's a tricky one again.
Yeah.
I think because high school, what they're throwing 75, 80s.
some kids do get up to like the professional
Yeah.
the kids going D1 and stuff will
Yeah.
hit 90, but
And then you're coming up against 100s,
yeah,
and that's just not.
that just keeps going
it's
up and up
crazy.
every year. Yeah.
Football, you maybe could do it if you're like a lineman.
If you're like a lineman, but I don't know, logistically you can't because they make them stay in
Skilled
college
positions,
for so long.
skilled positions, no way.
Oh no way, not at all.
Skilled positions.
I mean, there's backs in college that like Braylon Allen out of the Badgers was just a huge kid,
Yeah.
benching so much, and he was 17 when he left Wisconsin. That's like the closest thing we've had in recent
Yeah.
memory that I can think of, at least locally. But like obviously he's doing in the league now, doing very well, but you kind of need those college years to
Yeah, you
ramp
need some
up to that.
experience under your belt. At
Yeah.
least. So yeah, we're gonna get into today's topic. Obviously, we've ranted for a little bit there. Yeah, we're doing X factors. We're going over every single NBA team and
Wakanda.
saying an X factor. We're gonna touch on every single NBA team for the first ever episode. Do you want to get started, or do you want to talk about some Kawhi Leonard or Kuminga situation, or do you
Well,
want to touch in those later?
We'll get to those because spoiler alert, I have them down. for
Okay,
both my
okay,
X
okay.
factors. So
Um,
I honest to God, there's some of these that are just straight X factors, and some of these where I just listed how they've differed to the year and like
okay.
like the big elements of these
Gotcha.
teams is kind of how I did it.
Okay.
So
Yeah. Do you want to start off? I don't know where you want to start.
I'm
Shoot
going.
out a first one.
So we wrote them in different orders, but I did it.
Okay.
I wrote it division order.
Yeah, we can just go by your order.
Yeah. Okay.
I think I can.
It
Find
makes
mine
it easier because I've got the old-fashioned Amish way. to
I
write
do
it.
not.
Yeah, you're
Go for it.
You're living in the future. So first one I did was Boston.
Okay.
Obviously, you got Tatum down for however many months, if not the whole year. Apparently, he's recovering well. I saw that today.
Yes, I was surprised to see that too.
Yeah, I don't know how well, but he says he feels better than ever. But I think the biggest get, and I wasn't like I don't know, this trade was interesting in the offseason, is Anthony Simons.
Okay.
I love that guy. I thought that Portland was going to he had Scoot there, but I thought they were going to build around him. I thought he was a good PG, SG if he plays it. But I think, especially with the Tatum injury, it's going to keep him floating. There's a lot of other injuries in the East, like the Halliburton injury. Like that conference is really a question mark compared
Yeah.
to last year.
I agree.
So, they definitely have the pieces around Tatum to continue playing. But I like Anthony Simons coming in. You lose Holiday's defense, but Holiday's what, 33, 34, somewhere in there. So
He's got to be in the 36.
he might be, yeah, because he was drafted to Philly forever ago.
I don't even remember. What
Yeah,
year he was
he's
drafted.
older, but he still plays great defense.
Yes,
They
great
lost
player.
Porzingis and Cornette too, which is kind of huge for them. But
Yes.
post interior defense, that's kind of what I've wrote down for that first one.
Yeah, it's interesting you mentioned Tatum because I don't know if you saw the report before that of he went home after that injury and he told his mom "Hey, I might retire. I don't know if I can make it through this."
Yeah, I don't remember
I
that.
thought that was crazy.
Yeah.
I think he said it on the same show. I don't remember what show he was even on today that he said that. It might have been some ESPN show he was on.
It was something.
It might have
Yeah.
been First Take even because I think Stephen A was there.
Then probably. Yeah.
Probably. But yeah, I think Tatum's an interesting factor to all of it. And even if we both made our list a while ago before we even heard the Tatum news.
Yes. Yeah.
So maybe it changes after hearing that. But I also had Anthony Simons down.
Yeah. Okay.
Funny enough.
Sweet.
I think that now actually saying, hearing about Tatum might be like recovering at some point during the end of the year.
Yes.
I think that's even more important. Anthony Simons can get up there and be a great player to push them even higher in the seeds. Like you said, the East is super weak.
Yes.
I'm going to be honest.
Yeah, it is.
It's the Knicks. It's the Magic are up there. The Cavs.
The Milwaukee Bucks.
The Bucks honestly could make a name, and we'll
the
get
Pistons. You can't forget about the Pistons.
The Pistons, but still, that's like maybe 5 spots that are guaranteed.
You're not filling out all 8. Yeah.
Yes, and if you get Tatum back by the end of the year, you need guys like Anthony Simons to push them to the next step.
Yes.
The other note I had down about Anthony Simons was I put in brackets trade value. Now I don't know if Anthony Simons was actually like a trade that they made to actually keep him, and I don't really know what their angle was. Obviously, they wanted to dump a bunch of contracts. That was their problem. They got new owners, and the new owners didn't want to pay that much salary.
Yeah.
Anthony Simons isn't making a little amount of money. He's got like a $28 million
It's a pretty
contract.
hefty contract.
So I don't really know if he's a guy that you look to get better and tempt into another team and try to rebuild that roster again to where it was a couple of years or 2 years ago.
Yeah, not even.
Beginning of last year.
Yeah.
But yeah, I also had Anthony Simons. I think that's a key piece for them getting into the playoffs, and if Tatum can come back competing there.
Yeah, I mean, that defense was ranked number 1 last year in points allowed. You're losing big key defenders. Simons, if Tatum does come back, if they do decide to keep him, I don't know if they'll use him for trade value this year per se, but like,
yeah,
you have him and Brown and Simons as like a big 3. That's a pretty good big 3 if he does come back in time for the playoffs.
I agree. What's your next team?
I went to the Knicks. So I did these in like, I think mostly
division order
that they finished. Yeah. So you'll kind of be scrolling down the whole way.
Okay.
Knicks, I put Mike Brown.
We're on the same wavelength right now. I also had Mike Brown.
Wow, he ain't even playing. But I just think the way he controls the minutes played will prevent injuries later down the line. Like, I think I get what Tibbs is doing. You have your guys, you play your guys. I love that. Josh Hart will go out there and play 48 if you need him to. Like, he'll do it all day, but you lose guys, and they're aging. Everyone's aging. You can't stop Father Time. But, I mean, I just feel like his rotations are probably better. Instead of going like 7 deep, he might go like 9, 10 deep and just get some guys in there and help them.
They can go that deep now.
Oh, yeah, they have the roster too, yeah. So you put the same thing, but you got better reasons.
Yeah, well, I don't know if I have better reasons. I do think that Mike Brown is probably the X factor. I think you know what you have with this team.
Mhm.
Obviously, you made a great run last year. I don't know if Mike Brown over Tibbs puts you over the edge.
I'll agree to that.
I really don't know if it does.
Yeah.
Regular season wise, I do agree with your argument. I think Tibbs does get a little carried away and thinks, "Hey, this is the regular season. Let's run that 6."
He runs it like a playoff series.
And in the playoffs, I think that's great.
Yeah, I agree, 100%.
But yes, you will burn your guys out, and we saw that with Jalen Brunson, who went down, I think, in the conference finals with that ankle injury.
Mhm.
He did come back that game.
Yeah.
But you had to think it was wavering on him.
Yes.
And
oh yeah.
Who knows if more rest would have helped that or not. But I do think it is Mike Brown. I don't think there's any other way.
And they got Big Mitch back.
Big Mitch.
Yeah. I don't know how I feel about that, but like
Big Mitch has been back for 4 straight seasons, and he gets hurt every single time.
I know. If he could stay healthy, I don't know how big of a difference he makes, but you get Cat rotating out there,
probably
more, which is nice.
Yeah, I think Cat will make a great defensive jump too.
Yeah,
I'm excited to see what he.
Oh yeah, he's got I saw today he has not a hamstring, maybe a knee. He's got some sort of lingering injury that they're kind of worried about, but I think he's going to be ready for the start of the season.
Most players are.
Yeah, if you let him miss a couple games, so be it. It's October, November, whatever it is.
For sure. I'm assuming you're in the Atlantic division right now.
Hey, you figured it out. Super sweet.
I don't know. I could have figured it out from the Celtics. I just didn't clock. You want to go Raptors or Sixers? Or?
I did Raptors next.
Okay. I just put the coaching staff as a general X factor.
That's fine.
Darko Rajakovic, I think that's how you pronounce it. I think he had a good first season with the team. but it was so minuscule of his good players actually being there. Obviously, Brandon Ingram was never there.
Yes.
He got traded there and never played. I think it's going to be interesting to see how he actually coaches a true like season where they're actually trying to compete because they could make a playoff push this year because
It's
the East is so weak.
for
You
sure
mentioned it
play in,
before.
I would think.
Yes. And then the other part I had written down is find out how to fit 3 ball dominant forwards. Scotty Barnes,
Yeah.
Scotty Barnes, RJ Barrett, and Brennan Ingram.
Yep.
Scotty's at some points your point guard. I think you could play him as that, and he would thrive.
Yeah.
RJ Barrett, I'm on the fence about. Obviously, he had a great season. I think not really much before that with the Knicks, but I think playing in his hometown actually like rejuvenated him and gave him an extra kick.
Yeah.
But he's also like a guy that needs the ball to score. He's good on the playmaking side, but I also think he needs the ball to be effective in his highest form. Brandon Ingram, I think, is
he is the X factor. That's what I wrote down.
Is he? Yeah.
Because he has not played for them yet. Okay. I like your point of the 3 forwards. I don't really think of that. Like those are 3 starters. They all need the ball in their hands. You're gonna run point, shoot small power, something like that.
Right.
And I like Emmanuel Quickly, so
I think he has a starting spot.
I think he should be the PG, and then you do those 3 in whatever order you want to do it.
I agree.
And then you run the offense primarily out of Ingram. It's kind of, at least right now, without watching them play, you got to see how they kind of fit.
It really is tough to say. I think if I'm Darko, you have the most familiarity with Scotty.
Yes.
So I think you go towards Scotty. I do think Brandon Ingram's probably the best pound for pound scorer.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But at the end of the day, they make a playoffs push and they get bounced.
I think the goal for them right now is just get in. You can that 7, 8. You sneak in there. I think they have a good enough. I don't know, big 3 if you want to call it. Depth isn't too bad. Like they have a chance to sneak in there and do some get there for the first time in a couple of years.
I agree. That should be their goal, 100%. Sixers next.
Sure.
All right. Sixers. I have the basic answer: the medical staff.
That's that's kind of what I put. I put something a little different.
Okay. There's reports now that Joel Embiid won't even come back for the start of the year.
Yeah.
You've got to think at some point. I don't want to say it, but do you give up on Joel Embiid?
That's kind of what I wrote.
It's scary. It's scary to think about. But if your best player that can't show up, and he's been your best player on your team for how many years now? Since 2014.
Yes.
11 years now.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
He whined for an MVP
Jesus.
too. I'll never let that down. I hated that.
You're not a big Joel Embiid guy.
I am not a big Joel guy.
I remember that. But yeah, he needs to be there. And if he can't be there for another season, you have to think of something. You have to maybe think of a change.
Yeah.
Paul George, I think, works great in this team. The idea of Paul George excites me so much. But again,
he had a lackluster kind of year last year. I
don't even know how many games he played last year, but it wasn't even impressive.
Yeah, he's podcast B. But he fits really well. It just didn't show
the idea
up.
of him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maxey, I love Maxey.
I put down as the X Factor, give the keys of the franchise to Tyrese.
I like that.
I think he is a great player. Like you said, Embiid, you don't know. He doesn't show up. He's hurt all the time. He's aging. He's getting old. If you can trade him for something either this year or next, if he's not even going to be back for the start of the season this year, you have young guys like Jared McCain. I love VJ Ed's come out of Baylor. I watched a couple Baylor games, and I'm like, this kid is the best kid in the draft, minus maybe Cooper Flag.
Okay.
I thought
obviously that's implied.
You kind of have to. But he gives him a good run for his money. I like that kid a lot.
Okay.
They have very good young pieces to where Embiid's getting to the point where if the franchise wants to keep it on rotation and stay relevant, I think you have to move on from him, get some draft picks, maybe get a couple young guys if you can. I don't know what his value would be with him not being on the court.
I don't know. I really don't. He's so up in the air. I have no idea.
Yeah.
No clue whatsoever.
Yeah. I think it's the move though. But I'm also not a big.
I love
fan.
that. So. I'm a huge Tyrese Maxey guy. So
I am too. And him and McCain. McCain was having a Rookie of the Year run last year. Zesty and all, he got it done.
All right, Nets the last team in that division, correct?
Oh yeah.
Alrighty. I just put Cam Thomas.
I don't hate that actually.
And the only reason I put him was he obviously accepted his qualifying offer because you're not going to pay a guy like Cam Thomas that much money because frankly, I think I love Cam Thomas. I think
Yeah.
he's great. I think he's honestly his scoring talent is
He
absolutely.
can put up
crazy.
40 like almost whenever he wants to. I think if he had
Absolutely
people
crazy.
around him, yeah.
But he might be the worst playmaker. In the league.
Oh yeah,
He might be straight up the worst playmaker in the league.
Well, like I said, he'll go 40, and then the next night he'll get like 6 or 8. It's
Right.
Like,
I put on there. I put Cam Thomas. He has to either raise his value or if he's like, you have to find out that happy medium on where he is.
yes,
And you
yeah.
can't just you can't fully commit to like making a play-in push with this team,
Yeah,
especially if Cam Thomas is averaging 32 points a game,
yeah,
maybe you either got to decide to trade him away or sit him and tank.
yes.
You're not going to competing right now is completely pointless for the Nets.
And that's kind of what I almost. There's like 4 or 5 teams on here where I just wanted to write tank, lose, but I'm like, I got to come up with something. I can't just write tank. This team doesn't really have too much around it. I thought that Porter Jr. for Cam Johnson trade was very lateral. I found it odd, except the Nets gained a first rounder out of that, right? Or was it the Nuggets? It was Cam.
I think the Nets got.
I think Michael Porter.
It was either a first or a second.
Yeah, it was. I mean, a pick.
It was a pick.
Those guys are very similar players.
Yeah.
Like you compare their stats for their career, the seasons, whatever.
I think at this point, Cam Johnson was a little bit better.
I agree. I think he's still going up.
Yes.
And I think Porter Jr.'s peaked and coming down.
Yeah.
But the thing I wrote, and it depends if these guys, how many of them play, how many of them start in the G League, is their 4 first rounders that they got last year. Demon, Danny Wolf, the other 2, Seraph.
Ben Seraph.
Yeah,
I don't
Ben
even know where he
Seraph.
went to college.
And then Tracker, is that the last one? I wrote it down.
Some guy that's not going to play.
Yeah, I mean, one of them's got to not. But like
Yeah.
Demon and Wolf, like they can get there. They have the vets.
Isn't it Demon? Jaeger Demon?
Yeah, but I like saying Demon because it sounds cool.
Yeah, that's kind of cool.
I mean, that's what they're gonna call him, probably. Yeah,
Carry on.
but I think if they just have some good vet leadership, which they don't really have, like MPJ is a vet leadership. Nick Claxton would be their vet. Haywood Highsmith is on that team. I like that guy out of the Heat. He's
What
always
does he do there? What was the point of that?
I don't know. I mean, if you look at that roster, though, he's gonna play, and he might actually be important to them. So
depends on what they try to do.
yeah, I just one of those first rounders has to be absolutely hit.
I love Danny Wolf.
Danny Wolf's the guy. Yeah,
I texted
out
you
of
about
Michigan.
this at the end of the year when the tournament was happening. I love.
Yeah, you said Danny Wolf is a guy. You're like,
I love Danny Wolf. I loved watching him. He was so cool.
That was and Demon when he went before him, right? I think it was him and Wolf. Yeah,
Demon was like a top 10 pick.
I think he was. Did they have the 9th?
9
Probably
or 8.
lower.
9
Yeah,
or 8,
and then
9 or 8.
Wolf was like 12, 14 range. Something like that.
I really like Danny Wolf.
Yeah, I think one of those guys has to show up. Brooklyn, if they do show up, can think about a plan, but I don't think that's for their best interest.
You know what we're doing? Spending way too much time in the Nets. What's your next thing?
That's. I could talk Brooklyn Nets all day long, dude.
I could too.
I couldn't. I did Indiana next. Moved out right down the division.
Pacers.
This is another one of those teams where I almost put tank because of the fact that Hallie's out. They lose Miles Turner, but instead I didn't want to be lazy. I put Jay Huff. He's the Turner replacement. I think Hallie, you have like Ben Shepherd there.
Yep.
You have Neesmith there to kind of like fill that void.
Yep.
They don't have a big guy. Thomas Bryant left along with
you have Jarris Walker who's still there.
I suppose it was like a 4, but
Andrew Nemhard. I think he's going to make a big leap.
Yeah.
But yeah, at the end, I put fans hope they come to the game. I mean, I really don't know what the poll is for the Pacers.
And Halliburton, unlike Tatum, is out the whole year.
Oh, he's done.
He's done for the year.
The weird thing with them is with how weak the East is.
Yeah.
I could genuinely see them making a play-in.
They could.
Siakam's still there. Andrew Nemhard is.
I don't know how we both skipped Siakam right away.
He's so forgettable on that team. I feel like
he is, but I mean, now he's the guy, and you have Shepherd, Nemhard, Neesmith. Those 3 all played great. Like end of the year play, like they fit around Halliburton well. Now you get to see how they do without him.
Ben Mathurin, we're forgetting this whole roster.
We are forgetting this roster. Mathurin's another good player.
Oh my
Okay, you know
gosh.
what? They might be a playoff team. Forget the tank.
Play-in team.
I don't
No,
think
they're gonna take. I still want to go to watch a Pacers game personally.
they.
No
Still,
offense, Pacer fans.
I
but
mean, yeah, it's for. I think for the best. It's
you're
kind
gonna
of
be
like what
bad. You're gonna be bad.
you remember what Golden State when they won, and then Curry was out for the year, and Clay was out for the year.
Oh yeah,
and they were and they picked James Wiseman.
Yeah. That's actually not a bad shout.
I think that is their move.
I think it's scary if they get the first pick.
Oh yeah, but don't get a James
top
Wiseman
5
guy.
pick. It's top 5 pick.
Top
We
five.
just saw it with the Mavericks.
That's a good point. I mean,
Oh my
they got
goodness.
so lucky though, because they were borderline.
Well, we've seen it how many years now that a team outside the top 10 has won the first pick.
Dude,
the Hawks did it from like the 11th or 9th
That's true
odds.
for Ricochet. Yeah,
Ricochet. I also mess up on
Yeah. Zachary.
Zachary. It's in the Zacks. I don't know which way in the division you're going.
Oh,
Next.
we're moving to the next one right away.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about the Pacers anymore.
Yeah, I don't even. I put J Huck for God's sakes.
Frankly, we're spending way too much time on the bad teams.
Yeah, but I feel like they're more fun to talk about, to be honest.
Kind of.
Yeah,
Okay.
J Huff from Memphis.
J Huff.
He played some good minutes.
He was a Laker, ex-Laker.
But last year he was on Memphis for the year. Yeah, okay. I
But
was
he's
like,
an ex-Laker.
I hope I'm not wrong.
No, you're right.
Milwaukee's where I went.
Okay, of course.
Which this one you're probably going to put like Miles Turner. I think that's.
You're the Bucks fan. You're a Bucks
Okay.
fan. Do you want me to go first then? Since you're the Bucks fan,
I mean, I could. Well, whatever.
I'll go first.
Go
I'll
ahead,
go first.
because I got a different. Like I have that down, but I have another guy as well.
Okay, I'll go first. I didn't put Miles Turner. I put Doc.
That's
So
fair.
So the way I'm thinking about this, right, is Doc Rivers likes having 2 stars in his team, multiple stars in his team. When he won with Boston, it was 4 All-Stars. Was that 4 All-Stars? Oh my goodness. I don't
Paul
remember.
Pierce,
I don't remember
KG.
back in 08.
Gerald Wallace. You counting Gerald
Rondo
Wallace?
and Ray Allen.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. All right. Okay. I was wondering where you're going with that. But I think Doc's is going to struggle to game plan for a team that you need to do everything through Giannis. And not to say I want to exclude Miles Turner like entirely, but I think every single play you want to give Giannis the ball. I don't think there's any reason not to.
Oh yeah.
And I think he struggled with that with Dame and Giannis a little bit. He tried to balance out the two.
I love the Dame move.
Like trading him away?
Yeah, I was not a fan that when we got him. So.
Oh, you mean dropping him? Okay.
Yeah.
I see what you're saying.
But I was more of a fan of him leaving than I was. I loved Dame. I just missed Drew was so much better of a fit for us.
I think a lot of Bucks fans are in that.
I think 100%.
Let me say this one last thing before you go.
Sorry.
I think that there's a world where the Bucks are that 3rd seed in the East, and if they are, I think it has to be from Doc Rivers. And I'm saying Cavs, Knicks, Bucks.
Okay.
They'd have to beat out like the Magic or the
Detroit.
Pistons.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you're right. Top 5.
No. Top 5 probably.
Yeah.
Just because
barring
you have
injuries.
Just because you have Giannis.
100%.
But I think if there's a world where they're that 3rd seed, and if you are, it has to be from Doc Rivers being like having this great game plan.
Yeah.
Because they need to figure out how to defend the perimeter still. Their defense is just not there. They have Miles Turner, who's a better. I described this when the signing happened. He is just like a way better Brook Lopez.
He's a faster Brook Lopez.
Yes.
Brook Lopez has been walking down the court for the last couple seasons.
And that was my biggest gripe.
Yeah.
I've told you that. But yeah, I think Doc's got to be your guy. He's got to come in with a great X factor if you want to be in that top 3 in the East.
I didn't write that down, but I agree with it because the game plans last couple of years, the 2 stars is kind of
they've been rough. I've hated watching.
Yeah. Oh, and the franchise has always tried to like, hey, here's Giannis. He drives the paint. He doesn't shoot much. Let's put 3-pointer, like all around him. So
and they have that more this year, which I really like.
Yes, yeah. But you're right. Like the perimeter defense, it has not been. And Brook Lopez was kind of a big part of that because he couldn't really get out, even though he blocked so many guys.
That was just every team what was doing. They were just forcing the switch to Brook Lopez, and he was getting cooked.
Yes, every time.
There was nothing you could do.
And if you had a big that shot threes, good night, Irene. We're done. You know,
right. Like if Brook Lopez is guarding a big, he never left the paint.
Yes,
paint sitter to the max.
I love Brook. I don't mean to slander Brook.
I don't like Brook. I'm going to slander Brook. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
He's just getting old. He can still play ball, damn it. He can still play ball.
I am an Enjoy basketball supporter.
Yeah.
So
I put a KPJ.
Okay.
I love Kevin Porter Jr. I've seen a lot of people have Cole Anthony starting point guard over him.
I don't like that. I like KPJ.
I like KPJ better. I think he has a chance to win Most Improved Player this year, even though he improved last year. if he gets that starting role, gets more minutes, he's a great defender. Like I feel like every time I turn the game on, he'd get like 2 or 3 steals in the brief period that I'm watching the game.
I'm gonna comment on that quick before you
Okay.
keep going.
Okay.
I think that's would be the coolest pick ever. Like KPJ getting this big role and he's most improved.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
Yeah.
that's not what the most improved player award is anymore.
I know,
and it's just
it's
going to go to a
injury.
second-year guy.
Yeah, or a second-year guy. It's
Right.
normally an injury comeback or
in a second-year guy, which
Or
I
no,
hate. I hate nowadays.
yeah.
But
I mean, it's
Continue.
if he starts dropping like 28 assists,
There's a world. There's a world.
3 steals like Dyson Daniels.
There's a world. Continue.
Yeah, that was. I mean, I'd like the Turner edition just because he is Brook. I was gonna say the exact same thing. He is Brook Lopez, younger, quicker, 3-point percent. They both can shoot, but I don't know. His ability to get around and guard guys in the 3 is like going to be the biggest addition I think we have this year. We don't have a guy that's just that's
Right.
what Brook Lopez knows. I assume he makes that when he's down in the paint.
That's his intimidation. Is
Yeah.
okay.
That's what he does when he goes down the rides at Disney too with Robin.
What a duo. Their State Farm commercials are
They're great.
tier.
They're both still in the league.
They're funny.
It's unbelievable.
It is. Yeah, I think their perimeter defense is going to be the biggest thing. Obviously, Miles Turner isn't the greatest perimeter defender,
Yeah.
but he's better than Brook Lopez,
Mhm.
and that's all you're looking for. I do think that KPJ was a better defender throughout the whole playoffs than Dame was. It's just that Dame brought you so much offense that you couldn't bench.
That
him.
is the one issue with having KPJ and Cole Anthony. Like, are them combined? Are they going to equal what Dame did on offense?
No, they're not.
No, I
at
don't
the end of
think
the day.
so.
But I do think the good side is you're not going to have any point guard drop off. Their ceiling isn't going to be that high.
Yes.
But when you switch them out, sub
It's
them out
1A,
for each
1B.
other, yeah, you're not going to have much drop off. You're
And
going to be
Ryan-
able to do the same things.
Ryan Rollins is right behind them too, and I saw people talking about starting him, and I was like, okay, let's slow the.
He doesn't
slow
get
the
the start
train.
yet. I do like Ryan
I
Rollins.
do like him as well.
GTJ is going to have a.
Oh, dude, I love Gary Trent, but I cannot forget that playoff game last year where he saved us and then he blew it for us with the turnovers. But
Yeah, but like
still,
he scored 35
I mean,
or something like
he
that.
had an
Can you really
insane
blame him?
game. It was like 8 threes.
Something that Gary Trent should not have been doing.
I mean, dude can shoot it.
For sure.
Yeah.
What's next? Wolves, Bulls, Cavs. Cleveland.
You're in the wrong conference, pal.
No, I'm not. Oh my gosh, I
Yeah,
am. The Wolves
did
aren't
say
in the
Wolves,
Central.
yeah.
I always, when I'm thinking of the teams, I'm always thinking area. And for some
Oh.
reason, I always feel like the Timberwolves should be in the Central
They
Division.
should.
And I think if we get an expansion team, I think the Timberwolves.
100%. Well, that or we move west. I don't know. It depends what the team goes.
I don't think the Bucks would go west.
we're not
No
that far
way.
from Minnesota.
I get it.
There's no other team that would
But
move.
that's what I'm saying.
No,
you know-
New Orleans would go west.
Minnesota travel
Or
the
east.
the farthest distance every single year.
I believe it.
They do because
Their division's all over.
they have to go to the Nuggets 4 times,
Yeah.
twice a year.
Portland 4 times.
Port twice.
Twice, yeah, sorry.
Thunder twice. Oh my gosh. yeah.
Utah twice.
I think the Wolves come over to the East and go to the Central. But that's the
New Orleans
conversation.
swaps. New Orleans swaps to the east.
That could be it too.
because they're way over there.
That could be it too.
Here's our map. They're way over. Well, I guess camera wise over here.
I guess so. Cavs. Okay. It was hard with the Cavs because I think their team is so good already that you can't really
Yes.
think much more. The way I went about it is what needs to happen for them to take that championship jump.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's an Evan Mobley scoring jump. I think right now there's an argument on if Evan Mobley can if Evan Mobley's like your best player. Obviously Donovan Mitchell is your best player.
Yeah.
But I'm saying if Evan Mobley takes a scoring jump and goes from I don't even know how much he averages. It had to be around 16, 18.
I would think so.
But
yeah.
if he takes a scoring jump and gets up to that 20, 22,
yeah.
that is scary, especially with his defense.
Well, I mean, you got the guards too that are already doing that,
Right.
Garland and Mitchell, and then Allen does his double thing, whatever,
Yeah.
So
I think Evan Mobley takes a scoring jump. There is absolutely nothing stopping that team from winning.
I wrote down quote unquote saving star of power for playoffs because they've had some injury issues. Like Mobley and Garland, I
Right.
think missed time last year, multiple times, or multiple games, excuse me. And then 2 years ago when they got eliminated, they didn't have Allen and Mitchell, I believe. And Mitchell, who's this stud, I mean, I wrote a lot of notes for this because I just got thinking, I was like, Donovan Mitchell has been on some good teams that have underperformed in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Like in Utah with Gobert, They had the 1 seed, what, 1 or 2 times or something? Never made it past the second round. Cleveland, they're here, 1 seed. They've been top 4 seed a couple times. Like last year, everyone's like, "Oh, Cleveland, what Eastern Conference Finals, out right away." Like,
Yeah.
I mean, it's or second round, I should say, but
Yeah.
like they just fall
That's
apart
right away
come
from
playoff
them.
time because they have the highest scoring offense regular season,
Yeah.
and they can score the ball. It's just the depth is, I don't know if the depth is necessarily an issue, but you're losing your stars are that important.
They lost Ty Jerome, which I think is scary.
I think that's huge. I wrote him down,
Is that-
foreshadowing a little bit, but like,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
I see where you're going. Yeah, I do think Ty Jerome's a big loss.
Yes. I mean,
Lonzo Ball can't fill his shoes.
is he even supposed to play?
Yeah.
Start of the year?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, wow, he's back. I didn't know he was back. I thought he was going to sit out a little
I'm
bit.
pretty sure.
Okay, so
That is. I haven't heard anything otherwise.
I don't hate that trade then. Like I was a big hater of it. I was like, why are you getting Lonzo Ball? He's going to play like a week. I mean, he still might do that, but
Yeah.
yeah.
He's no Ty Jerome.
Why didn't you wear the Lonzo Ball jersey?
I don't have one. Why would I have a Lonzo Ball jersey?
I could have worn my big baller brand
Wait,
shoes.
that's a lie. I do have a Lonzo
Yeah,
Ball
I
jersey.
figured you did.
I actually do. A Bulls one.
Yeah, he
That's
got
crazy.
the Bulls one too.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Yuck.
Anyways.
I got a Angelo China. Someone stole it though.
What's next?
I'm gone to Detroit.
Okay, where's my Pistons? Okay. I put Jaden Ivey.
Same.
I think the biggest thing with this team last year wasn't that they didn't have Jaden Ivey for the playoffs.
Yeah.
Was that Cade Cunningham really didn't have that secondary ball handler to relieve some of the pressure.
Mm-hmm.
His biggest weakness is his turnovers, obviously. He's an absolute turnover machine. And I think him personally, he can fix that a little bit, and that's factor in its own. But Jaden Ivey just being there and relieving some of that primary ball handler pressure.
Take a possession off or two.
Yeah,
just stand in the corner.
that'll help it so Cade's not going up the court every single time.
Driving to the lane, like, yeah.
This stupid jump passes he does, I hate those, by the way.
I mean, he's just draining
leaving
himself.
off both of your feet and then whipping it to the corner. I hate that.
That's like, it just gives me flashbacks of freshman basketball. Coach would just yell at the guy who was the point guard. He's like, "You're the point guard," and then I'd stand there and they'd inbound to the other guy. I'm like, great. I think the guy averaged probably like 25 turnovers a game.
That's awful. That's Cade Cunningham.
That's Cade, but Cade's a little bit better than
Cade's a little bit better. But yeah, I do think it's Jaden Ivey.
I also wrote him because obviously they missed him last year. I think that's a great 1-2 guard punch. I loved Ivy out of Purdue. Absolutely loved him when they took him. I was like, this kid's a stud. At the time, I was not a Cade Cunningham guy, so
Really?
I'm going to be honest. I hate when teams draft players, and this is just a personal gripe. But if they're best in the nation, and you can't lead your team to the tournaments, if you're at a Power 5 school, really not terribly hard to make. If you're the best kid in the nation, you got to really have some stinkers around you if you're not making the tournament, you know?
Yeah.
It's kind of like this year I got really pissed with Ace Bailey and Harper out of Rutgers. You got 2 guys going top 5. You don't make the tournament. How good are they? That's just my own personal gripe. Watching.
I think that's fair.
Yeah. I'm more upset with those 2 than I am with Cade. Because Cade obviously worked out. I was like, hey, you know what? I'll give him some props. He made it work. But yeah, I put that and I put Asar Thompson take a leap, kind of like
that is such a good one. I was debating between the two.
That's why I put a couple because I'm like, I can't not put this.
I think it's unfortunate for him that him and Amen kind of just get bunched together.
Yes.
And Amen is so much better, but
Right
not
now,
in a
for
bad
sure,
way. Not in a
yes.
bad way.
Yeah.
It's just because we haven't seen as much as Asar, and obviously he was hurt for the second half of the
Yep.
year.
I think the Rockets also pushed a little more into Amen.
I agree.
You know,
Uh,
well, I think they
just
pushed
have-
him more than Detroit did. They were just like, hey,
they have different roles. Too.
Yes.
And
Oh,
I feel
yeah.
like Amen, if he went to Detroit, he wouldn't be doing what he was because they had Cade Cunningham. Like Amen
Mhm.
obviously has the ball in his hands a lot.
Yeah.
Because who does Houston have? And he's going to be a lot with Fred VanVleet out for the year.
yes,
See
yeah, that's
It's
a big
crazy.
injury.
But I think it's unfortunate, and it's come to a point where I think Asar is a little bit underrated at this point.
Yeah,
Because
I think so.
Because he gets grouped with the men so much.
Yeah, if you look at the 2, you're like, Amen's so much better. It's like, dude, you're twins. You flip, like you said, you flip roles. They'd probably do the same that they're doing.
At the end of the day, one has to be
One has
worse.
to- I mean, like,
one has to be worse.
Markeith, Marcus, who you taking? Goran, Zoran,
True.
who you taking?
One. I'm definitely not taking Zoran Jirajic. I saw him the other day. I didn't know Blake Griffin's brother was in the
Taylor?
league at one point.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
Well, him and I think they ran it up. That's why Oklahoma was so good. Was those 2? And I remember being young. I was watching. I was like, weren't there 2 of
I
them?
didn't even know they went to Oklahoma at the same time.
I think they did. I'm almost
Did
positive. I was like, what? probably 7, 8 years old, something like
Probably, I
that.
don't know.
Maybe even younger.
Unk.
Yeah, that's when I first started watching. I was just like, Blake Griffin, this guy's cool.
Okay. Next on your list, go for it.
Yeah, I got the Chicago Bulls. I put Matas Buzeles.
I had the same thing.
Did you really?
Yep.
Okay, I thought that guy played pretty good for them last year.
I think we're gonna have different reasoning. So go ahead.
Oh, I just think he needs a bigger role. Is all I put.
Okay.
Because last year he was coming off the bench for most of it, right? I think.
He was kind of in the middle. I think that Billy Donovan's still over there, right?
I believe so. Yeah, I don't know
Um,
why, but I think he
I'm
is.
drawing a blank right now. But I know there was times where I think Modest even was like, I think I want to come off the bench if I'm not playing.
I do remember
that was
that.
a
Yes.
report.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Him and Pat Williams.
Patrick Williams.
No, I'm just messing with you.
I was gonna say he might be one of the worst basketball players.
I
in the
wrote
league
that
right
down
now.
in a circle. I was like, make Pat Williams joke.
Patrick Williams is something. Holy macro.
Ugh.
I also had Modest. I put in brackets. The team just needs to find something.
Yeah.
When I look at the Bulls, obviously the first thing I think of is Kobe White, and then it's Modest Buzelis.
Mm-hmm.
Neither of those guys are
A guy.
jump off the page.
No.
The team just needs to find something. It might be Modest. That's why I put him down.
Yeah.
Because I think Modest is their brightest spot on their team.
I mean, he's a big stretch guy that can drive and play outside. It's like that's kind of what's been the.
He's great.
What do you call that in 2K? Your build? That's kind of the build of recent years.
That's the meta.
That's the meta.
builds.
Meta
That's
builds right now. Stretch fours.
I think it's Modest.
Yeah. Okay, glad we agreed there.
Yeah. Is there another central?
That's two divisions down right there,
oh my
pal.
Goodness.
I feel like we're cruising, but I also feel like we've been here for an
It's
hour.
been like 40 minutes. I'm pretty sure.
Good thing we didn't do we did do an intro.
We did do an intro.
Oh
yeah,
boy.
for a bit.
All right,
Oh, my
Orlando.
Orlando Magic.
I feel like we have the same one for this one. I feel like it's obvious.
The Orlando Magic. Let me find my Magic one.
It's got to be that.
I don't think it is. No, that's not mine.
Oh no, I saw your scroll. It's the only one I saw scrolling through. You put Franz.
Oh yeah. I put
like
I put Franz's shooting jump.
Oh, okay.
I think Franz the whole thing around the Magic last year was that they couldn't shoot threes.
Yes.
They were one of the best defensive teams in the league, but they could not put.
That's why I put Bane because he's
right.
Great 3-point shooter.
And I agree with that. But I think there needs to be more than Desmond because I think we know what we're going to get at
Desmond. Yes. Oh yeah.
But I think Franz, he was shooting like around that 30% last year from three. That needs to be up.
If you get that to 37, 38.
League average is all we're asking.
Yeah, that's literally
league average
especially for a star player. Like
he's their second best player.
Yeah.
I've seen Magic fans like on Reddit and Twitter argue that Franz is better than Paolo.
I think that's a fair argument, honestly.
They're going off of Eurobasket bias though, I think.
Oh boy.
Because Franz is great in EuroLeague.
Yeah, but
I don't know how much of EuroLeague you watch.
Dude, probably not as much soccer.
I've maybe watched 2 games.
Oh, okay.
Maybe.
Ever.
I just saw box scores from Franz.
I've seen a guy's eye pop out in EuroLeague. That's about all I've seen.
Ew.
Yeah, it was kind of gross.
What the?
Yeah. 3-point shooting is like the biggest X factor, though. We can agree on that.
Yeah, we can agree on that.
Because Bane shot almost 40%. You get Franz there. I mean, like you said, league average is fine, but if he takes a 10% jump, which is highly unlikely, that is insane for them.
I agree.
And they lose like KCP, I think, who was in that trade.
Didn't do anything.
No, but he's a good 3-point shooter. Good 3 and D.
He didn't really show it this year, though.
No,
I really don't know.
You're just a
what
KCP hater.
I am. I really am.
Yeah, because he ruined your Lakers. He set him back 15
No,
years.
no, he didn't ruin. He actually helped us win a championship. Okay, what team are you going to next?
Miami. I mean, you can pick any one of those divisions or the division.
You're the one who has them at the list, so I was just going to.
We should have definitely conferred.
We probably could have,
but it doesn't really matter. You can scroll quicker than I can do this.
That's what I'm saying. I'm going to scroll based on what you have. So if you have Heat next, I'll go to Miami.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've ever told you this. I've been a huge Bam Adebayo guy. For like the last 4 years.
Okay.
And every single year I say, this is the year that Bam's going to take a leap in this category. This is the year. Never does.
Are you changing your mind this year?
No. I put my X factor is Bam Adebayo is finally taking that shooting.
Oh boy.
I think
that might be the first one I'm not a huge fan of.
Really?
Yeah.
I think that Bam Adebayo, the part of his game that's missing is the shooting.
Yeah.
I think that Bam has that in his game. I've seen him hit 3-pointers.
100%.
The problem is he doesn't take them. And I don't know if that's a system issue or if it's a Bam confidence issue, or I don't know what it is.
I feel like it's got to be system. I mean, they still have Hero.
yeah,
You got guys like Duncan Robinson. There were points where they had Max Strus a couple
Yep.
years ago. I mean, you just got 3-point shooters all around. It's like, why put Bam out there?
it could be a system issue.
Yeah,
But I love Bam Adebayo. He's one of my favorite bigs in the league.
yeah.
I just want this X Factor is more of I want to see.
Well, I also I'm not hating so much on Bam.
Yeah.
I'm not really hating on your take either. I just there's only so many years you can be like this year.
I've
this
said it every year.
I
I've
know.
fallen into the Bam Adebayo.
And
I just love Bam Adebayo.
I'm not gonna lie, I've kind of been there the last couple of years, and this year I'm like, you know what? Bam's
You're
replacements
falling
here.
off. Oh boy,
Kalel Ware, dude.
LL Ware.
I love Kalel Ware.
Yeah,
I saw him play live last year, and I'm like, this dude's a freak of nature. Like, he creeped up in the Rookie of the Year runnings last
He
year for
did.
a little bit.
he was up there.
Right
think he
after I
was
saw
top
that
3 at
game,
some
I was like, I
points.
gotta look at this because I think he dropped like 18, 9, and like I don't know 4 blocks in a game against the Bucks or something like that. I was just like, this guy reminds me of like when Giannis filled out his body, and he's younger than when Giannis filled out his
Really?
body.
I think you're reaching.
I'm reaching a little bit, but like just the obviously he doesn't ball handle like Giannis does. Like that makes a big difference. Like if they gave him the ball, like hey slash, like they did to Giannis. I mean, you could see some better stats out of him, but
So we're on opposite ends of the spectrum here.
kind of yeah. I also put
Wow.
Norm Powell. I like Norm Powell.
Yeah,
Big addition. Had the best year of his career last year.
We went to me and my dad when we were in LA. We went to that Clippers game.
Yeah.
My dad will now not stop saying Norm Powell every time he scored. That's what the announcer did. My dad won't stop saying it. He loves that.
gosh,
Uh,
that is sweet. No, but I'm a big Kalel Ware fan.
I like Kalel.
I think he makes a jump. I think that could be one of those most improved second year guys that like.
Yeah.
It just depends how big his role. Obviously, Bam's there. If you want to start him at the 4, you can. I think I'd rather have him off the bench replacing Bam. And I don't think he's like I'm saying this Giannis stuff just as like a body comparison and like a
Okay,
defensive comparison, not like a
Okay.
gameplay comparison. But just like the dunks he was going up for, I'm like that's a little freaky, That's
I like Kalel. I
Yeah.
really do. I just love Bam way too much. I will say you just mentioned it, the whole Bam at the 4 thing.
yeah,
I've mentioned that before,
yeah.
and
Udonis at the 5.
I've said Giannis at the 5 so much in my life.
Oh no, I'm saying Udonis.
Oh, Udonis. Oh my. Udonis, I'm so happy he's out of the league. No offense to Udonis.
Player coach.
But I will say one of the things with Bam that I loved seeing was in Team USA, him and Anthony Davis minutes were some of my favorite to watch.
Oh yeah, you're an AD guy too, so that helps.
Yes. But those minutes, like I don't really know who's playing the 4 and the 5 in that situation.
Yeah.
But they kind of seem interchangeable. So I think if Kal-El and Bam could do that type of thing,
Yes.
I think that would be really
It's
cool. to
it's
see.
whoever gets to the block first.
Right.
They're
Yeah,
racing for it.
of course.
Next, I have Atlanta. Scroll to the top.
Let me scroll. Whoa, they're not that high up.
Oh, I thought you did alphabetically. Oh,
no,
that's
no, no.
right. That's
I
right.
did. I did
Jeez.
ranked. Yeah, I got the
Jeez.
Thunder first and the Jazz last.
All right, this one I
Hawks are
put.
kind of middle of the pack.
I put a couple names. I
Yep.
put Jalen Johnson. I gave him the big circle because we saw he played.
Wisconsin Hooper.
Yes,
I believe Nicolay.
I don't know the school, but
think
I
it
know
was
he's from
Nicolay. I
Wisco.
think it was Nicolay.
Him,
Could be wrong.
Nikhil Alexander Walker, good defender. Luke Kennard, shooter. That's just a name I kind of threw in there. He's not really like a big X factor. And then Dyson Daniels, DPOY.
Stop it.
Wasn't he just DPOY?
No.
Well, he was up there. He had 3 steals a game.
Who was DPOY? It was Draymond.
Oh yeah, I thought Daniels got robbed because 3 steals. This is a foreshadowing to the quiz, by the way.
Oh my goodness. Okay. We will have a quiz segment.
Oh
At the end.
boy. But yeah,
we'll get to that later.
KP's. I just wrote a bunch of names, a lot of additions. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's-
Okay.
Jalen Johnson's the big one. For
So
me,
I
by
kind of
circle.
have something similar.
Yeah.
I put Trae Young adaptability, and what I
Ooh.
mean by that is I think this is Trae Young's best team he's
That's
ever
not
had.
similar at all. No, I agree though.
That's the part I'm getting at. I
Yeah.
think this is Trae Young's best team he's ever had. To the point where Trae Young has, I know for a fact, he's been the lowest in the league in off ball time.
Movement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He does not do anything off the ball.
Yep.
And I think for the Hawks to be effective, obviously you can go the route where Trae Young has it every single time and he's getting 14 assists a game
Yeah.
and dishing to these guys. But I think if you want to utilize this team to its peak, Trae Young has to adapt and become at least a little bit of an off-ball guy. We've got to see something. It can't be like absolutely nothing. That's my one gripe with Trae Young.
He is very. I don't want to say like one-dimensional, but they were.
He's not. He's not.
No,
one-dimensional.
he does a lot. And they were comparing him to Steph coming out, but he doesn't carry that weight that Steph does.
No.
He's got the shooting ability that Steph does. Pretty close to it, at least.
That's what makes Steph so effective, though, is
Yeah.
because when he's off the ball,
he's
running around
all
the ball,
over.
he's dragging two guys off the ball.
Yeah,
Trae Young, you can leave him, and he'll just sit at the hash.
you can sag off him.
Yeah.
Good 5-10
He'll
feet.
just sit at the hash.
Yeah, and it's Steph is like, you think that guy's gonna get tired. He's tiring out his defenders.
Oh yeah.
I mean, he's running corner, top, getting the ball, dropping it off, corner, cuts the lane.
And I'm not saying I want to see Trae do that because I don't think Trae will ever get to that.
Some
point.
happy medium.
I want to see Trae come off one down screen. That is it.
All year?
If I tune into a Hawks game and I see Trae Young come down off of pin down,
Yeah.
I will jump out of my seat. That's all I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
They're going to the chip.
Honestly, they might be there if he comes off of a pin down.
That's one of those teams when we were talking about the top 5.
True.
They could be right there.
They're great
They
this year.
should be a playoff team. They might be a sneaky top 4 team.
A lot of that, I could have put this too as an X factor. A lot of that revolves around Quinn Snyder too.
Yes. Yeah.
Of course.
That's another good X factor.
Yeah.
There's- this list was so hard to pick one.
It really was.
Yeah.
Hornets next.
You betcha.
I think this is the only one where I texted you ahead of time.
Yes. Yeah.
So I'll just say it's the developmental, the development staff.
Which an article, I would say, day after you sent me that you put this, so 2 days ago, I got an article that said Charlotte coaching staff pushing for LaMelo to be more of a leader.
I did see this.
Yeah, so I was like, wow, you're all over it. You know?
Yeah, I think that's the missing step with this team is they draft these guys with potential. I'm a huge LaMelo guy.
Yes.
He has so much more room to grow
Oh yeah.
that I just don't think he can reach his peak in Charlotte. And I don't know if that's because of Charlotte or I just think it's because that staff doesn't have any discipline for him.
Yeah.
Or their staff doesn't develop guys well. And I can't really think of one great prospect that's come out of Charlotte besides Kemba Walker, and I don't even think that was a Charlotte thing.
I mean, he did. Yeah.
I think that was just Kemba Walker
just
being
Kemba.
Kemba Walker.
Kemba's just a stud. Yeah.
And I think even if Kemba was on a different team, he would have been even better.
Probably.
And that's a me thing.
I'm not going to disagree with that because I can't think of anyone besides.
How
Kemba
many
Walker.
draft picks in a row have we seen Charlotte go, and it's just been bust. Tajon Salon,
Yeah.
he's getting minutes. I pray Con Knipple does something this year.
I do too.
I do.
Wisconsin kid.
Wisconsin
There you
kid.
go.
That's why I wanted to
Yeah.
be good. But he went to Charlotte, and now I'm like, they're just gonna screw him over.
I mean, he should play. That's a
That's
big
the
thing.
bright side to
Yeah,
it.
but
I love Con Knipple, mostly because he was Wisconsin. I love all the Wisconsin guys.
Yes, you have
Yeah,
to.
for sure.
I don't know. It's that, and it's what I wrote down is LaMelo's health as well. Like that's part of the reason I
True.
think like he hasn't grown. He's missed
True.
35 games. 4 out of the 5 years he's been in the league. At least 35.
Is it really?
Yeah, I looked that up because I was just like, well, they didn't have Miller last
Oh
year.
my god.
They didn't have LaMelo. Like that, those are their 2 pieces. Mark Williams was their other piece.
Yeah.
He's out of town.
Yeah.
Now Knipple comes in, which kind of plays a similar position to those 2 guys, but it's like 35 plus. It's like Embiid numbers, and not where you want Embiid numbers. Like we want him on the stat sheet, not in the hospital. And like he's literally,
That's crazy.
yeah. I'm just saying.
I mean, you're not wrong.
That's how Embiid started his career. It was like miss season, play a couple games, miss season.
You're not wrong. At the end of the line, I'm pretty sure we're both just the mellow jump.
Yes, and I think Taj Gibson's got to take control.
Okay, is that another joke?
I did write that one down initially. Yeah.
Okay, there's.
I was
okay.
just, I had to write it down because I was shocked he was rostered. The guy is 40. I mean, so's LeBron, but you tell me
Okay,
LeBron.
we're talking about Taj Gibson.
I was going to say, you tell me LeBron plays to
talking
40,
about
and then the
Taj
next guy you bring up is Taj Gibson. I'm like,
okay.
hey, no disrespect to Taj. He was great
No,
with the
full
Bulls.
disrespect to Taj.
Oh, dude.
Okay, no, I'm kidding. I like Taj.
I guess he went for the Lakers. He was there, right? He kind of stunk then.
He never went to Lakers.
Or I'm thinking of, I just saw his
You're
face
thinking
in my head.
of a different Bulls.
A different Bull guy.
We'll talk about it later.
Luol Deng.
You're right.
That's what I was
the
thinking.
worst
That was
contract in
ever.
basketball.
Maybe Timofey Mozgov, but yeah.
Luol Deng was worse. They were both at the same time, which is crazy.
They were. I don't know what.
Same
the
time
office
we
was
traded
doing.
D'Lo, I cried.
Yeah, that
That
was
was the worst season ever. I was a Lakers fan.
That was so bad.
Anyways, let's move
We
on.
got one more team in the East, and then
Wiz,
we're halfway.
right?
The Wizards.
The Wizards. Similar to the Hornets. I put the scouting staff.
Mhm.
When I look at the Wizards, I think of Alex Sarr, but I really can't think of a guy that you have promise.
Chris Middleton. No, I put AJ Johnson. Like he's
But I'm saying I don't think AJ Johnson's really that great.
no, he's not Alex Sarr.
But that's also what I'm saying.
Yes.
Like you need to find something.
Bub.
You can't keep. I think Bub's
Bub is
good.
pretty close.
I don't mind Bub at all.
Kouliaby or
Koulibaly.
Yeah, I can't say.
I like
that name.
Koulibaly too. But again,
That's all I got. I'm done.
these guys aren't names that I'm like you're going to be a good player,
Yes.
a great player in the league. I can't. Alex Sarr is the closest thing I think.
Yeah,
You need to actually, if you're going to tank and be bad year after year after
you
year after
gotta
year,
hit a pick.
you've got to hit a pick.
Yeah,
And that's where they're stuck at right now. They can't hit a pick.
and
So
I
think their
basically
scouting
put
staff
this.
needs-
I put develop in all caps because they keep getting picks.
You need to find literally anything.
There's no one that's like a franchise turner.
No,
there.
not
Like
even
they're
close.
relying. There are franchises that'll go into the draft and be like, this one guy will fix our pieces around us and help
Yeah.
us grow.
Not even. They haven't even come close. To
Yeah.
stuff like that.
I mean, they're. I don't know. That's obviously isn't their strategy, but they're just like, hey, we got 4 picks the next 4 years. These 4 guys will come by. Like
It doesn't help if you miss on everything.
No, yeah, they're in dire straits there,
Not
and
at all.
that's another one. I didn't want to put tank for that one though, because I think what I put at the end there was
There's no point in tanking. They're going to be bad anyway.
yeah, but they have. Yeah, that's a good point.
You could play to your full potential, and you're still going to be a bottom 3 team in the league.
Yes, bottom 5. You can be a little. You don't know what's
They
going to
could
happen.
be bottom 3 in the league.
But they have Chris and CJ as the vets.
Yep.
I know you're paying those guys a ton.
I'm such a big Chris Middleton guy.
Same, but like, if you want your young guys to develop, why don't you just fully commit? Just get rid of the old guys. Like I like CJ. Chris
I think they're just mentors at that point.
they
Like,
have to be.
Chris for sure. CJ, I used to be such a big CJ.
Yeah.
One of my favorite teams was the
Port-
CJ Dame Portland.
Yes,
I have a Blazers jersey in there because Dame was one of my favorite players.
I don't blame
He
Mo
still is.
Harkless.
Oh my gosh.
Okay,
Uh,
I'm done.
Him and Al Farouk Aminu, what a forward.
Oh, dude,
combo.
Al Farouk.
Yeah, they just need to find something at all.
Yeah, anything to flip the coin.
To find promise in.
Cool side of the pillow.
Yes.
That's a bad team to talk about. Let's move to OKC.
Okay.
I feel like this one's pretty easy.
Eastern Conference done.
Eastern Conference done.
Eastern Conference done.
Yeah, we're
We probably
schmoozing.
need to speed up a little bit. We'll try to get through a little bit quicker.
I mean, we can get it done in 2 hours. I think we're pretty good.
You're right. Okay, Thunder. Go for it.
I just put no hangover. Do not be me on a Saturday morning.
I have the exact. I put mentality championship.
Yes, they didn't lose any pieces besides Dylan Jones. You have Shea, Williams, Chet.
Yep.
Till 2030.
Yep.
You have the dynasty set up.
Yep.
You can have that all you want. You got to keep going in year after year and perform. Like, who's going to stop this team right now?
Nobody.
The big Eastern threats gone. No offense to my Bucks. Like you have Knicks, Cavs.
Cavs can put up a fight, but that's it.
Knicks, Cavs. I don't think either of those teams are beating this team. Western Conference. I mean, they got a couple teams in their division, but I
The
don't.
Nuggets
think
are great this year. The
T-Wolves
Wolves
are right there.
but yeah, it's got it. You have to keep the mindset.
Yes, as long as they don't be like, yeah, we're champions, we'll easily win this again.
Yeah.
Like they just got to push.
You can't fall in that trap.
That
so
might
many,
be the
so many
easiest
teams
one
do.
there. Yeah.
So many teams do. Wolves.
Terrence Shannon, Illinois Illini.
I had something similar, but continue.
I just love Terrence Shannon. I think with Alexander Walker gone out of there,
No,
I think gives him nah.
no.
Is that what you call him?
One of my favorite nicknames.
That's his actual nickname.
NAW. No.
That's what I've been writing down everywhere, and I've been reading it as nah. I didn't know
No.
what people call it.
No,
that.
that's actually a nickname. If I think if you
sick.
generally go on his basketball references, one of his nicknames is No.
I'll have to,
You
yeah.
keep talking. I'm gonna look it up.
Okay, yeah, you look
I'm
it
gonna
up. You look it up. But I just, I don't know. Terrence Shannon had he had like I don't know if you remember, like a 4-game stretch last year, maybe a 5-game stretch, where I think he started every game and he was dropping like 20, and everyone's like, so I remember I had him in fantasy. I was like, I got to pull this guy off my taxi squad. I got to start him. Like he's dropping, 30-something fantasy.
he
points.
was balling for a stretch
And
there.
what's also tough is they have Nah, Basketball Reference approved.
Nah.
There it is.
NAW, nah.
But they also have Rob Dillingham.
Keel, Nah, and Popsicle.
What the hell's Popsicle?
Popsicle is one of his nicknames. I don't know.
Is he built like a stick?
That goes hard, though.
Probably because he
Popsicle?
sweats a lot.
Popsicle?
That's my
That
guess.
goes hard. Okay, continue.
But they also have Dillingham there too.
That's mine. So
yeah,
Rob
I think
Dillingham.
that's fair. Yeah.
So I think for the Wolves to be great, obviously they don't really have an answer for that point guard position.
Mm-mm.
Mike Conley is so old.
I think he cannot be the guy.
He can't be your starting point guard anymore.
But
at the end of the day, if Rob Dillingham isn't ready, he can't be your starting point guard either.
Yes.
So your choices are Ant takes a playmaking jump
Mm-hmm.
and he runs the one,
Yeah.
or you go the Rob Dillingham and just pray that he works out, or maybe Terrence Jr. works
Any
out.
one of those three guys.
I
work.
don't think Mike Conley can be your option.
No.
And if he is going into playoffs, I'm going to doubt the Minnesota.
See, that's where I'll say I think he's an okay playoff option for certain instances because he has the vet mindset. He's been there before.
Yep.
Been to a couple Western Conference Finals. Like, not every game of the series, unless the matchup like really works.
Yeah.
But like, I think for that sake, like running the offense for the first couple possessions, get a groove out of the start of the game around a half. Like, unless one of these guys takes like a big leap to like all stardom, then Conley's out of there coming off the bench.
Which the only guy, maybe Jaden McDaniels, maybe.
Yeah,
but it's you need to find a point guard option.
Yeah, that's their biggest issue.
Yes. Denver.
You want me to start?
Where's my Nuggets? Yeah, go for it. I gotta find my Nuggets.
I put Taco Bell to bring back the Quesarito commercial, or bring back the Quesarito. Period. You get my reference there? That's my joke for this one.
That's when he was drafted.
Yeah. This is more of a personal grip because I really just missed the Quesarito. I love the Quesarito. I also love Nikola Jokic. Almost wore his jersey today.
I'm more of a Lucas Tacos fan.
Oh, yeah, gotcha. I thought you were talking about like Del Taco. I'm like, never been.
No. I'm not crazy.
Yeah, that's fair.
Is that your joke?
That's my joke. I mean, it's kind of all what I wrote.
Okay.
At the same time, like, it's Adelman's first year, like full year.
Yeah.
He's been around. I put that down.
I think he showed some promise.
I agree. People thought that when they switched coaches, they're like, swept, done.
Yep.
They took it to 7, right?
I think I texted you this when the firing happened.
Yeah, you were excited about it.
I was, because I think Malone was he's a good coach, obviously.
Yeah.
But I do think there's a point where your coach is too loud, and when your coach becomes louder than your players, I think you have a problem.
Yeah.
Media-wise is what I'm saying.
Oh, 100%.
He was talking way too much, and at the end of the day, I think David Edelman was doing so much X's and O stuff already.
Behind the scenes,
he was
mouth shut.
He easily could have been the head coach. It's the same with Tom Isolo in the Grizzlies. He was doing a lot of X's and O stuff behind the scene, and they wanted him to become the head coach anyways. But for the Nuggets, I put Cam Johnson. I think it's just the obvious
That's
one.
the other one I put as well, because it's just an MPJ that's a little better.
Yeah, and I don't think you even look at him to fill MPJ's role. I think you look at him to play a entirely different role. He's got it. MPJ was
he's bigger than him too. He's like 6'10", and MPJ's 6'8", I think.
I think MPJ's up there.
He doesn't look as big.
I don't know for sure what he's.
Maybe he slouches.
I don't know what he's at. Probably.
I think Cam's taller. Maybe it's the fro, puffy hair.
That's probably what it
is.
I think so.
He's like 7'5".
Yeah, I think Cam Johnson's the obvious, the obvious one for me.
Yeah, honestly, besides that team, like, they didn't really make any big moves.
No. Besides that,
they're still a good team. They still got Jokic.
They got Bruce Brown now.
Bruce Brown back.
Brucey Brown back.
I don't know if he'll do what he did a couple years ago with them on their playoff runs, but he was.
No, but we also haven't seen him a whole lot.
Yeah.
I just remember seeing him in a cowboy hat and cowboy boots. For the Raptors.
I was gonna say he was
crazy
Raptors. I think Brooklyn was after that. I think he was in Detroit.
No. Brooklyn was before Denver.
Yeah. I mean, he was on like 3-4 different teams. I think the Bucks might have even had him for a little bit.
I don't think so.
Maybe not.
Similar, probably around that range. But
I don't remember. I don't. It's one of those guys that traveled. Yeah. We had DeLon Wright, which is great.
Anyways,
we got Portland.
I put the Donovan Clingan and Scoot Henderson duo.
Okay.
I think those two guys stand out to me when I look at this team.
Yeah.
Shaden Sharp, I think we've been waiting to see that jump from him for a couple of years now. I don't really think he's going to take it.
I just think he's a freak of nature.
Right.
Yes.
And there's nothing wrong with where he's at right now.
I think he's a good, like, third, fourth guy.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. I think Scoot and Donovan Clingan need to be your 1 and 2.
Yes.
I love Donovan Clingan. I think he's so great.
Same.
But in order for him to be great, Scoot's also going to have to be great.
Yes.
He didn't have the greatest start of his career. He's picking up a little bit. His first year was bad.
Yeah.
His second year was good. But those two need to be on the same page, and those two need to develop alongside one another. And I think Scoot's going to have a lot of help with Drew and Dame.
I think Scoot should take a jump too. I think he led the team in assists last
yeah.
year. Yeah, I looked it up. I didn't write it down, but I'm pretty sure he led them. I just wrote down love this team. I think this is my Western Conference team this year that I'm going to follow.
Yeah.
Because, like you said, Clingan and Scoot should take a jump. Clingan is gradually climbing. He's better than
I
Hayden
love
they had.
Clingan so much.
He's good. They got vets around him. Dame's back.
I think Clingan can be the starting center in the championship team.
I think so too.
Easily.
Yeah.
Easily.
Andrew Bogut was.
All right. Well, that's a difference.
First overall pick, by the way. But
Unfortunately.
they got vets. They got Jeremy Grant. That dude still produces. They got Dame back whenever he decides, like, is healthy, I should say.
Denny Abdia. We haven't even mentioned Denny Abdia.
I was getting to him.
Oh my gosh.
I'm just saying the vets because they got Drew in as a defender. Avija.
Denny Abdia is so good at basketball.
Sharp. You also forgot Tumani Kamara.
Too many cameras, man.
Too many cameras. I mean, they've got like 5-6 young guys.
You know, you're going through the roster, and I'm kind of jumping on the bandwagon.
Yeah.
Right now.
I think they could get like a 5 seed in the West. If these guys all perform.
Next episode, I'm wearing my Dame Blazers.
I have to buy a Blazers jersey. I'll buy a Too Many Cameras jersey.
Too many cameras.
It'll be a camera on the Blazer.
I love that nickname. I never call him Too Many Kamara.
I
strictly call him
I'm a rule follower. But no, I think that team has good vet leadership for guys that are in like third or less year.
Yeah.
I think they can go places with the right coaching.
I agree.
Love that team.
I think Chauncey Billups is a good coach.
I agree.
But the one gripe I have with them is they're a young team, and usually the pull with young teams is that they're quicker and they love running in transition. The Blazers are the worst transition team in all of basketball.
That's fair.
They were amazing defensively.
Mm-hmm.
So good.
Yeah.
They're going to be even better this year.
100%.
But they need to figure out how to turn those stops into buckets.
Yes.
And they could not do that for the life of them. I think it's Chauncey getting stuck up on, hey, we need to figure out how to score in the half court.
Probably.
But
let's run the offense.
Why?
Yeah.
If you can just score in transition 80% of the time.
Yeah. If Clingan can just jump 8 feet in the air and actually more so Shaden Sharp, what am I saying?
I guess.
Throw in hoops to Shaden Sharp, full court.
I want to see them actually running transition this year. That's the only gripe I have about them.
They'll be good. I mean, define good. They'll be better than last year. We'll say that for sure.
I think they can make a play-in spot.
I
the
think
the West is really tight.
I know it's stacked. The conference, there's so many debates every year about, like, should we just do top 16 teams instead of conference?
I hate that.
I hate it too. I like the conference thing, but this year I'm like, God, that might be
this year may be the biggest argument.
This year is the biggest argument.
Yeah.
Maybe since like 2013 when I think the Bucks got in below 500 as an 8 seed to play the Heat and get swept when the Jazz were above 500.
Speaking of the Jazz,
that's who we're on. How do you like that transition?
That's great. That's the last team in this division, I think, right?
Is that the last team? Yeah, that's the last team
in this division.
God.
You want me to start? I have the Jazz. I have Taylor Hendricks bracket. Looked like the most promising one before injury bracket.
Okay, yeah.
The Jazz are another team where I'm like,
they're gonna come last again.
What is this team?
They're bad.
What is this team?
But they do have good bigs.
I'd be surprised if Lauri Markkanen is a Jazz by the end of the season.
I agree. And I also got a report today that Walker Kessler is a restricted free agent after the season. I'm like, what are we doing?
I like Walker Kessler too, but I do think that 3 games of Taylor Hendricks this season was like I tuned into Jazz games at the start of the season. I'm like, Taylor Hendricks is the best player on this team.
Yep.
And I don't know if he can continue that or not. If it was a fluke for those 3 games, I guess we'll have to see.
Yeah.
But
I don't know.
I don't know with this team.
This team is questionable. I like their three bigs. Hey, good news is Filipowski will never leave because his girlfriend's Mormon. She brought him there. He's gonna stay.
All right.
You can pay him whatever. He'll stay.
Yeah. Okay.
You can keep that in there. You ain't cutting that. I wrote need guards to step up because I like.
Kyle Filipowski.
Yeah, I'm just saying. But
Need guard step up.
need guards to step up. You lost Sexton. You lost Clarkson. You lost Hendricks. You have the big guys. If you want to compete, can we at least put a starting five out there?
They're not competing for. They're competing for the first pick.
Yeah, but if we're talking X factors, we're trying to talk about them
I
competing.
guess you're right.
I'm not going to come in here and I
You're right.
I know I
You're
just
right.
wanted to say tank a couple
You're
times, but so Keontae George, Isaiah Collier, John Tonje, Badger legend.
I hope he gets minutes.
I hope he does too. I think the guy, second round pick, I think he's going to be a steal. I actually think his
No,
game
because
transfers.
Badger players never turn out in the league.
Michael Finley, Frank Kaminsky,
Frank Kaminsky did not turn out.
Sam Decker, Nigel Hayes is back on Phoenix.
Okay, so you're furthering my point here.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah, okay. Badger players
Devin
never
Harris.
turn out in the league,
All right.
and I hate it. But I want John Tonje.
I think he's the most hope I've had for a Badger player in a while.
I think his skill set is an NBA skill set.
I agree.
Tough
For
shot,
his-
tough shot making.
Yeah,
Take guys off the dribble. ISO player. It's an NBA skill set.
yeah. For his height too. What I don't like about that team, like I said with the Rutgers thing earlier, I'm not an Ace Bailey fan. I
True.
didn't like it because they didn't make the tournament.
I'm not either.
Then I watched
For the
the
record.
draft, and then you see his reaction. I'm like, be grateful.
Yeah.
I hate when a player is like, I don't want to go there. It's like, you are drafted this high. You're never going to go to a good team. Like, you're here to fix that team. If you're so good, do it.
I agree. And I think the other argument, like to play devil's advocate to that, I
Yeah.
think a lot of people were saying he's just trying to play his way to get to the team he wants.
Yeah.
The thing I say to that is, I don't care.
I also don't care.
Yeah,
Yeah.
deal with the team that drafts you.
Go to free agency then when it comes to it.
Play for the team that drafts you. You
Yeah.
make your name. What division do you have next?
Your division.
My division, the Pacific. What team's first?
Golden State is what I wrote down.
Golden State Warriors.
I don't know why I put them first. I don't think they finished first.
They did not.
Yeah.
Go for it though.
This is where the foreshadowing comes in. The
Yep.
Jonathan Kuminga situation.
'Kay.
Their roster's not nearly full. I know I wrote this a couple days ago, but during the offseason, I really, really wanted them to sign and trade him. I was actually on the sign and trade because 4 of their starters are like 32 plus. Butler, Hield,
Yep.
Curry, Draymond.
Yes.
They've got Jackson Davis, kind of young, Pods.
Yep.
They don't have Nico Mannion.
Pods, Wisconsin guy.
That's right. Yep. Good shout.
Some Milwaukee college.
Uh,
Milwaukee high school.
But I like their roster compared to other rosters right now is like 5-6 men short, I think. I don't think they're going to get a sign and trade done now because I think I saw today he's got like 6 days to complete the deal.
I also saw they're going to sign like Seth Curry and 2 other guys.
Yeah, so they got they waited a really long time.
Well, because they have to. They have to wait till Kuminga signs his deal.
Yes, yeah. And he's
Um,
supposed to. I know he's leaning towards it. I saw today, like 3
Well,
years.
he just has to take his qualifying offer.
Yeah.
I mean, one of the biggest things that I hated about this last season was seeing that the Bulls declined that trade to give away Vucevic to bring in, I think it was Kuminga, and it might have been a first-round pick, obviously. But I
don't know why they didn't do that.
I don't want to see Kuminga on the Warriors.
Yeah.
frankly.
yeah, same.
I know I saw a report that Steph, Jimmy, and Draymond said that they want him on the team and think they can win with him.
They probably do.
Yeah. I don't want to see Kuminga on the team.
No.
I don't want to see a player play for a team that he doesn't want to be on.
Yeah,
Because I think it just provides a bad environment to watch.
that's the biggest thing. Like last year, he was getting benched on minutes that he would normally get, and then he was like, "I want out of here," and it's like, okay, he's definitely getting moved in the offseason.
Yeah.
It never happened.
And
Now
now
he's going
he's
to go there.
stuck.
What's stopping that from happening again? Even though he gets this money,
Yeah.
Steve Kerr benched him for bad play after like 1 game or something, and then he was like, "You know what? We have other guys we can go to."
Yeah. I don't know.
But now he's getting paid, so
Um,
maybe Kerr will play him because he's.
Who knows?
I don't know.
What I had for the Warriors was not Steph. And what I have next to that is the non-Steph minutes have to be good.
Yes.
He's the whole team.
Yeah.
And that's, I think, what they were trying to search for this last, since they won the championship in 22,
yeah.
was something when Steph is off the court.
Mm-hmm.
I think they did find that with Jimmy.
I think they did too.
But he needs to jump back into this 2023 Jimmy Butler role.
Yeah,
to where he's
Playoff
scoring
Jimmy.
bucket and getting buckets. He doesn't have to do that
I hate
when
playoff
Steph's.
Jimmy.
He doesn't have to do that when Steph is on the court. But when Steph is off the court, step up and be Jimmy
Yes.
Butler.
Yeah.
That's all I'm asking.
Prime Jimmy.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Marquette
guy.
Yes. Technically Wisconsin.
I mean, for college, yeah.
For
I think
college.
he's from Illinois, though.
He might be a Chicago guy. Now.
Chicago
I don't know
guy,
for
yeah.
sure. Kings?
Sure, that's not what I had, but sure.
I'm jumping to Kings.
I wrote blow it up.
I wrote front office.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't really know what to think about this team. I like a lot of the players on this team.
Yeah.
I like Jimmy Butler. I'm a big DeRozan guy. Not Jimmy Butler.
I was like,
Zach LaVine.
Who are you talking about?
Zach LaVine. Oh my goodness.
Think of Jimmy. I'm okay with the team. No, I'm just kidding.
I like Zach. I love Zach LaVine. Zach LaVine's actually one of my favorite players in the league.
That's fair.
I'm a big DeMar DeRozan guy. Sabonis is the best rebounder in the league.
Yeah.
After that, what do you do?
After that, what do you have?
Not much. Nothing.
You have
really.
Murray, not Davis.
Keegan. I like Keegan Murray.
I like Keegan too.
The Dennis Schroeder now is their point guard. I've heard rumors of them being the ones to sign Russell Westbrook. He's still on a team. Isn't that crazy?
That is. They got Saric and McDermott.
Cheapers. I just don't know what you do with this team.
Yeah,
your front. That's why I put the front office. Your front office has to step up and find good packages for DeRozan, for LaVine.
Yes.
If you want to keep Sabonis, you need to make that decision and do something about it.
Yeah.
You can't just. I don't want to see Sabonis rot on the Kings.
I agree.
For the rest of his career.
And I wrote down. I was just like, I wrote blow it up, but I said only if you have a rough start. You try it out, see if it works.
I think they're gonna.
I think they're going to too. I don't think Sabonis is a 1.
No.
I think he's
but there's
a very
nothing wrong
good,
with that.
No, yeah, he's an excellent 2.
Yes,
excellent 2.
Too.
But I just want to know why Sacramento is running the same 2-3 that the Bulls ran for how many years, and that worked out so great.
Yeah, right.
And now it's like, hey, instead of Vucevic, we got Sabonis. Isn't this better? Like, this team had so much promise 4 or 5 years ago, and what have they become?
Now that we got to the Kings,
Yeah,
it's just popping in my head. When we talk about the Nuggets, we never mentioned Jonas Valanciunas.
no, yeah.
The best Jokic backup he's ever had. But anyways, we get back.
Is it him or DeAndre?
That's okay.
Well, what about when he had
All right.
Okay.
Anyways, is that all we got for the Kings? There's not much to talk about.
The Kings, you have no idea how long I sat here trying to think of something. I'm just like, I don't like anything about this team.
It's just I'm not gonna watch a Kings game.
Yeah.
What am I watching?
I
love Zach LaVine. Maybe that's why. But
yeah, they used to be my West team. I can't anymore.
Light the Beam was so cool.
I
miss Light the Beam.
Golden One Center. They made the playoffs.
Suns or Clippers?
Oh, you're saving the Lakers, huh?
I am. I'm saving it for last.
Do Suns.
Suns. I also had front office. My reasoning behind that is again, you have Booker, and I don't know what your decision is with Jalen Green.
Mm-hmm.
I saw a report that I don't know how much truth there is to this, but I saw it on Twitter from a source from Suns fan page.
Oh, okay.
That Jalen Green was going to be running the 1. That may be the worst idea I've ever seen in my life.
That's kind of my thought of it right now.
I think Jalen Green is one of the worst playmakers in all of basketball.
I'm not going to disagree with that. I hated him in Houston. But he's got promise. You know, he's a good young player.
He's one of the guys where you're like, cool, I have Jalen Green.
Yes.
But can I compete with Jalen Green as my main scorer? Because he's never going to
pull up his playoff numbers.
He's never going to be your number 1 option in a championship team.
No.
But he has a number 1 option skill set, if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have no faith in him to be a number 1.
You have to give Booker a reason to stay.
Yes.
And I don't want Booker to leave. I want Booker to be a Suns for lifer.
Didn't he just re-sign though?
Yeah.
For 4 years or something?
But people request for trades
That's a good
every
point.
single day now.
Does he have no trade clause?
Jesus. I saw their media day picture today.
Yeah.
They're posing their big 3 as Booker, Jalen Green,
Dylan Brooks.
Dylan Brooks
Fuck
was the next guy on it. And I'm just like,
cut it.
No thanks.
I like Dylan Brooks though. I don't. I can see why people hate him. I can see why people hate him. Yeah,
I don't.
I kind of like that he talks some smack.
What's your Suns one?
Yeah, I liked what the front office did. I wrote bench players. I wrote depth.
Okay.
Because I like the Booker, Brooks, Green, Mark Williams, whatever.
I don't mind. I think that this front office has done better than it's ever done in the
Yes.
past like 3-4 years.
I think for what they did for getting rid of KD and Beal and like what came in return, whether it's from the trade or not, I'm like, this team is so much more watchable than like Booker, KD, random guys. I forgot that guy from Japan, Yuta Watanabe. Like, I mean, they had people.
Was he on the team? Oh my
I think so
gosh.
at one point, yeah.
Oh my
But
gosh.
they have a bunch of guys that are like buried on depth charts just because they were paying those two and Beal never played, and when he did, he wasn't great. Like the big three didn't work out. Big three era is over. It's over.
I am happy with what they got from that.
I agree.
So I am proud of the front office, but I still
yes.
think they need to continue in the right direction.
Yeah.
And I don't know if they can do that.
I think defensively first, but then again, you have to fill the offensive void
Right.
of KD.
Okay.
Who's still a stud.
True. Very
Yep.
true. Clip gang or don't bang?
Pablo Torre, man. Pablo Torre's the guy.
Pablo Torre.
This is where we get to that talk.
Yep, go for it.
He's the X factor.
Kawhi?
Pablo Torre.
Torre.
Pablo Torre.
Okay.
I'm getting a Torre jersey.
Okay. What? Okay.
I'll make one. Yeah, so that news report
Yep.
that he released to get people releasing more information,
He's still doing it.
he's a genius. He's, graduated journalism.
Opens so much can of worms.
Yeah, I know. But it's the punishment that is coming from this that's why I put Pablo Torre as the X factor.
That's fair.
Because right now they're talking Kawhi, voided contract, has to go somewhere else. Because everyone is talking about, oh, he only picked the Clippers because Ballmer opened this. Otherwise, he would have gone back home to the Lakers in LA.
And I don't like that, if I'm being honest with you. Because
Yeah.
then I think if a random team gets Kawhi Leonard for $5, because they'd have to sign him for a minimum.
Yes.
If Kawhi Leonard goes somewhere else, they'd have to sign him.
He's getting more money.
I don't like that.
Yeah.
I
He ain't getting punished at all. I don't think it's his fault.
Just take their picks.
I that's my thought. I don't like the voided contract because
I
how
agree.
many years does he have on there left anyways?
I don't even know.
It's
It might have been 2 or 3.
I was gonna say 2, but
Just take their picks.
if you take their
Uh,
picks for the next 2 years,
Yeah.
3 years, I don't know. They're really gonna stink for a while.
I am sure that it happens all the time where players get under the table deals like that.
I don't know how I define all the time, but I'm not gonna doubt that it's happened before.
Right. That's
couple-
what I'm saying.
yeah.
I guess that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But Kawhi, yeah, when you do it in that kind of magnitude, and after seeing all those reports, I am happy that Kawhi didn't come to the Lakers.
Yeah.
I am. Like, I
Yeah.
don't. Retrospect, I don't want it. At the
Oh.
time, I kind of did.
Yes.
I was like, okay, he's coming to LA. Please come here.
Yep.
But then I'm like, okay, I'm okay with him not being here.
Yeah. It's
Um,
just a whole, like you said, a can of worms.
It is. For the Clippers, I went more of their team wise because I knew one of us would go with Kawhi.
Yeah. I
Um,
told you I was going to. I called.
Oh, you did. You did.
Yeah,
I put Chris Paul, and the reason I put Chris Paul
Okay.
is because I think the Clippers were so good defensively last year.
Yep.
Their problem was James Harden was such an offensive engine. He had such a great year last year.
Yeah.
But then when he came off the court, their offense went away.
Yeah.
It was almost non-existent once he left the court. And I think if they want to make a deep playoff push, Chris Paul, he's not going to be James Harden when he subs in.
Absolutely not.
But he needs to fuel the offense at least a little bit more than it was last year. Because Chris Dunn wasn't doing crap last year when James Harden went off the court. I'm just hoping Chris Paul can be some sort of offensive engine backup to James Harden.
And I think even in year 20,
It might be 21.
it's up there. I think he's still productive. He's been getting some hate since that Suns Bucks championship. Like, he was a big piece in that championship for them.
Yeah.
He's kind of
championship
fallen off.
run.
Yeah. Run.
They didn't get it.
No, they didn't.
They didn't lift the Larry OB.
Absolutely not. I did. I touched it.
Did you?
No, I wish.
I didn't think you did.
I never went in the building. I was outside. But
Deer District.
Deer District, man. Wild time,
It's a
gunshots,
great
kind of cool.
place.
Yeah, I think Chris Paul, bench wise, they need a guy to run the floor, and he is one of the best point guard, if not
Of all
the
time.
best point guard of all time. And
He's not
there's
the
no
best,
way
but
he's
yeah.
lost the cerebral ability.
No, his he's still one of the highest IQ players. in
Yes,
basketball.
physically he's getting up there, so he's probably lost a little bit. But like IQ wise, if you got a high IQ this much higher than the other guy, you can do whatever you want.
I agree.
Passing the ball.
I agree. Lake Show.
Oh yeah, that's where we are.
That's the last one. I'll let you go first. I'll go last.
Okay, yeah, because you're gonna ramble on.
I don't know if
wrote-
I'm going to ramble on, but go ahead.
Okay. Ramble on. Defense. You have LeBron and Luca.
Yep.
That's your offense.
Yes.
That's what I wrote down. I'm like, you bring in Marcus Smart, hasn't played a lot lately. Was a DPOY with Boston.
Yep.
You have Vanderbilt, and this one is going to scare you a little bit, but now you bring in DeAndre Ayton. I don't
Which
know.
I like.
I don't know how confident I am writing that down as a defender, but he is a good post defender.
Yep.
He doesn't really do much else. I think those three guys.
If he can get the right mindset, I love his game.
Yes.
I love his game.
He is a player that's always been good, but it's like sometimes it just looks like he's not trying his hardest. And that's what he's been ripped on for his whole career.
Well, yeah, so much ice in Portland that he can't get to games.
Yeah, it rains there all year round.
So I mean, it's just the
Icy
ice
roads.
is Icy roads.
Yeah, that's my big thing though. Like LeBron and Luka, great duo. They should be fine.
Yeah,
Really disappointed last year in the playoffs, but
yeah. I mean, last year is about as good as I could ask for. The fact that we were a 50-win team in the 3 seed is, I think, incredible.
yeah,
I put Austin Reeves, and the reason I put AR is because I think objectively AR is a bad Luka backcourt partner.
okay.
I
don't hate that.
I think that his skill set is great alongside Luka and LeBron in terms of the offensive end. Like he's that guy that is always going to find a way to get his.
Yes,
He's so adaptable on the offensive end. If he's by himself, he'll go out there and drop 40.
Yep.
If he's with LeBron and Luka, he'll maximize that time when they're off the court and still get his 20.
Yes.
He averaged 20 this year. It's crazy with LeBron and Luka.
He is a stud now.
Well,
he has been.
But I just think that when you have Luka Doncic on your team, you really can't have Austin Reeves next to him.
Mm-mm.
But I also put he's way too good to bench. You cannot bench Austin Reeves in any single universe.
So you bench Luka. That's what you're saying.
But I do. He's kind of the odd man out there.
Yeah.
Like out of the starting line, it's like, okay, I'd love to bring Austin Reeves off the bench and average 20 as a 6 man, but you're just not going to do that.
That would be honestly ideal, but you're right, you can't.
And it's not like his defensive production was bad.
No.
He gave amazing effort. He just genuinely cannot guard.
Yeah.
I think if he plays really good again, you're going to have to pay him, and we don't have the money for that. But if he plays so good, then trading him is kind of like a no-brainer because his trade value is going to be so high.
Yep.
But that's really my X factor. I don't know what to do with him. I love Austin.
I think that's a great X factor.
I love my Laker-grown guys, the guys that are built. I love Dalton Connect.
That doesn't happen.
Sadly,
much.
I think Dalton Connect is going to be traded.
He already was.
No, he was not.
To the Hornets.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Best Hornets player yet.
Okay. But I think you got to figure out what you want with Austin Reeves.
Yeah.
I think he's the biggest question mark.
I agree. He does fit in with them at times. You're right. You can't pay him. You got to do so. It's more so decision making with him.
I think on the offensive end, Austin Reeves is so well rounded.
Yes.
Catch and shoot. He can take guys off the dribble. He gets to the foul line at will. He can pass. His passing has gone up so much recently.
You can put him wherever except for you can put him down the block, but you're not going to have some go up against some 7-footer. But anywhere along the wing, he can either drive to the lane, make a play, or you just sit there, catch and shoot guy.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, I'd rather have. I don't want a 3-and-D guy, but a guy who's
Dorian
maybe
Finney-Smith comes back.
Please no. a guy who's because you're not going to get obviously a guy that's that much better than Austin Reeves.
Yeah,
maybe can do a little bit less than him on offense, but way better more. I just need more on the defensive end. Pretty much what you said.
I think your goal is if you're trying to get rid of Austin because you're paying Luka and LeBron.
Right, and I don't want to pay. I don't want to pay Luka Doncic. I mean, I don't want to pay Austin Reeves.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. But if you're going to trade him, or I'd rather trade him than
he's going to get $30+ million from from a team.
You got to get some people with
cannot pay him that
rookie contracts.
Yes,
that's the biggest thing. Rookie contracts upside
or low scale deals even.
Yeah, I that's like their best move I think for them because they should be a West competitor. 100%, no doubt. They should be a 2 seed.
I'm expecting a top 4 finish.
Top 4 for sure. Get out of the first round, please.
Yeah.
Everyone wanted to watch that. Even
Yes.
I'm a Laker hater, and I wanted to watch that.
See, people want to see Luca.
Yeah, they wanted.
At the
I
end of
wanted
the
to see
day.
the combo.
Right.
You got two guys who do everything offensively.
It's just amazing to see.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was my Austin Reeves.
All right, you happy? That was good.
Yeah, I am. I am.
We could
I
stop. We did our
love
teams.
Lakers talk.
Yeah, I know you do. You could probably go 3 hours by yourself there.
I could.
Yeah.
I honestly could. Final division.
We're
the last
We're
one.
there. This is sad.
I'm going to start with the Rockets.
That's what I would.
Okay. This is even more emphasized now, and I wrote this before Fred VanVleet got injured.
Yeah.
But Reed Shepherd.
I wrote that.
Especially with Fred VanVleet out now.
Yep.
For possibly the whole season.
I think it is the whole year. Yeah.
They need guard play.
Yep.
And I can't. Reed Shepherd was good last season. He's not good enough to play to get minutes.
Now there's an opening, though.
You can play Amen Thompson there, and I think that's what they will end up doing at the start of the year. You need to find guard minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And I have no backup guard written in my notes, but now you don't have a starting guard.
Yeah.
I really don't know what they do. You need to find an answer there. Reed Shepherd, if he takes a leap, can take that helm and propel them to the next level. But
I think they're guys like Amen should be the guy. I wrote down
Yes.
he needs to continue to grow. I wrote down defensive additions of Capella, Okogie, DFS.
Yep.
But
they got a Kogi?
I believe so, yeah.
Did I miss that? Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Because I wrote down the Van Vliet role replacer because I did this after the injury.
Okay.
I wrote down Okogie, Holiday, Reed Shepherd.
Gosh, a Kogi.
Question mark, question mark, question mark.
Yeah.
Because I think Reed Shepherd out of those three is the one I'd want to do. He's the youngest guy that can stick with the franchise.
He has the most promise,
Yeah.
probably. The
Oh, yeah.
highest upside.
Because, I mean, Okogie and Holiday are both fair. I mean, I don't know if Holiday's fairly young, but
He's
Okogie's like-
mid-20s.
yeah,
he's
so he's not
probably
bad.
your age-ish.
ouch, that hurts.
Unk.
But, yeah, that is their biggest issue is who replaces Fred VanVleet.
Of course.
100%. Obviously, they built a super team, or attempted to.
The team is so good.
Yeah.
Amazing. Honestly, if they walked into this season with Fred VanVleet, Amen Thompson, Kevin Durant,
Sengun.
Jabari Smith, Sengun,
Yeah.
I don't know who's stopping
That's an
that
all-star
team.
five almost.
It literally is.
Yeah.
But
I'm also
Fred
waiting.
VanVleet's a big loss.
I've
A
been
lot bigger
waiting-
than people think, I think.
I think so, too. I agree because he's going to run the offense, and he's
Yes.
gone now.
Yeah.
But I'm waiting for – this has nothing to do with my X Factor. I know it's down.
Yeah.
But Sengun, when he first blew up, I was like, oh, this guy's like a little mini Sabonis. Or like a taller, skinnier Sabonis.
I like that comparison.
And I'm like, I've been waiting for him to make that like MVP leap. He kind of has. But I thought he was going to jump from like conversation to like top 3 with him and Jokic.
Yeah, I think he has that type of skill set. I don't think
100%.
he'll ever get there.
I don't think he will either. I
Right.
thought like if he did, it would have to be last year or the year before.
Yeah,
I
I do think he has that the stat sheet stuffer,
Yes.
Kind of
Triple
skill set.
doubles every now and
Yeah, yeah,
again. Yeah. Not averaging them.
but he'll never get up there. I don't think.
Especially now that he is not, I mean, he's never been like the guy.
Yeah.
But now that there's like 5 options, I don't know what he's going to put up for numbers. Probably
Yeah.
good boards. Probably
Yeah,
20 points a game.
Yeah.
But
Jabari Smith's great too. I love Jabari Smith. I'm
Yeah.
a big Jabari Smith guy.
and he's the 5th guy there. That's a good 5th guy.
Amazing.
Yeah. Insanity, really.
Grizzly next.
Grizzlies, yeah.
Grizzlies.
This is where we call back to Cleveland. Cleveland. Ty Jerome.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
Ty Jerome is yours. Okay.
Oh, you didn't write that down for
No,
yours, huh?
no.
Oh, dude. I love Ty Jerome. Best year of his career.
Yes, hands
Just-
down.
He shoots 44% from 3 last year. That helps Memphis a lot.
Amazing.
I think him as a backup to Ja is phenomenal because Ja misses time for injuries and off-court issues. And so below Ty Jerome, I wrote, make it JJJ's team. Just like I did with Embiid. They've been talking about moving Ja. Like there've been rumors flying.
Wow.
And I'm like, Jackson's had his injury history. He doesn't miss nearly as much as time as Ja. You're avoiding all the off-court stuff. Ja's a way better player. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
He's a way better player, runs the offense, way more electric than Jaren Jackson.
I genuinely think that Ja, like before all the off court situation, he was on track for MVP
Oh,
conversation.
100%. I think he was there the next year.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I put Ja's mentality,
That's
and
also
I think
fair.
I think after he came back last season, he was kind of in this passive mode where he we never really saw the real Ja Morant.
What I mean by Ja's mentality is, when he came back, wasn't really himself. I'd like to see him get back to what he was, and I don't really think that's anything ability wise. I think that ability is still there.
mentality.
Yeah, he has to come in
Yep.
with that killer mentality, and I'm the best player in the league, and
Yes.
he's got to come in with that again.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't hate that. I just said the Ja thing just because of missing games, and I think Jaren Jackson. He's not a guy you necessarily build a franchise around, so I'm
No.
not like in love with my
No.
answer.
he's another guy that is a great second.
Yeah, he's like
As
Sabonis.
you've been saying.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, he's a great second. So like it works that way. But I've seen the Ja rumors, and I'm just like, it's not the worst if you have Jaren Jackson as the number one. I don't know how well he would
It's
do
not
as
the
the
best
one.
though.
But you
It's
have
not the best.
Jerome and you have Scottie Pippen to run the offense.
Yeah.
Junior. God, if Senior was
Scottie
playing for
Pippen
them.
Jr.
He had a good end of the year. Gigi
Another-
Jackson had a little
Another
stretch.
former Laker.
Yeah,
Scottie Pippen Jr.
Gigi Jackson.
He's not a former Laker.
No, but he should have been.
I like Gigi Jackson too.
I do, yeah. Young kid.
Spurs.
I wrote Wemby. That's what I wrote. And Fox. They're back. They played 5 games together.
Yeah. I think that's their duo is going to be pivotal.
Yeah.
I put Mitch Johnson,
Whoa.
the head coach.
Okay. That's fair.
Um,
It's like I expected a player, any player.
No, the reason behind this is obviously you have De'Aaron Fox. He's going to be your starting guard. He's
Yep.
going to have the ball probably the most of the time.
Yeah.
You also have Steph Castle,
Yes.
who just coming off a Rookie of the Year.
Devin
And-
Vassell. Okay.
Okay.
Continue. I'm sorry. I'll stop being
And
dumb.
Fox said in an interview that he didn't want to come to San Antonio unless Steph Castle was there.
Yeah.
And
Which I
then
thought
you,
was interesting.
and then you go and draft Dylan Harper,
Mm-hmm.
another guard.
Yep.
I don't know what they're going to do with that.
Crowded.
Right. And
Very
I think
crowded.
that's a blessing and a curse at the same time,
Yeah.
because I think in the right situation, I think Dylan Harper could also throw his hat in the ring for Rookie of the Year if Cooper Flag runs into an injury or something like that.
Yeah.
I think Dylan Harper's that number 2 guy.
Yeah.
But then also you have Steph Castle, who just won Rookie of the Year.
You can't play Harper over him.
You can't.
Or Fox. Unless you run 3 guards.
Fox has to be there. And you're not going to run Dylan Harper at the 3. You're not going to run Steph Castle at the 3. You need to find a good balance, and I think Mitch Johnson's going to struggle to do that. Maybe he won't. Pop prodigy.
Pop's probably in his ear.
Probably. And it's
Probably.
also, that's why another reason I put it, it's the
Yeah.
first full season without Pop.
First full season of Pop. First full season with your core.
With Mitch, yeah.
Yeah.
And the score.
Yeah. So,
So it's something new for them. I think the Spurs will be good just because of the talent.
I
But
think
it's-
if they don't make the play-in, even if one of those guys goes down, even if Wemby
they're
goes
100%
down,
going to make the plan.
well, I know, but they haven't yet with him.
True.
So if they don't make a play-in, you don't hit the panic button if you
Right.
lose someone. If you don't make the play-in healthy,
Yeah.
you might have to do something because that team should be bare minimum making the play-in,
Yeah. I see
even though
what
the
you're
West is stacked.
saying. Yeah.
But yeah, that is. I think they run 5 guards.
It's confusing.
Castle, Vassell, Fox, Wemby's bottom half, Wemby's
I'm
top
pretty
half.
sure the Bulls did that at some point last season.
last
Ran, like,
season.
5 guards. Like, I'm pretty sure they ran like, I couldn't even name
Tyus
it, but I'm pretty sure they
Jones?
did it at some point.
Did they have
Yeah, and I'm
Tyus?
pretty sure they ran like
Probably.
Lonzo at the 4
Yeah.
at some point.
That's
Like
I wouldn't doubt it.
that.
Billy Donovan did.
How many teams do we have left?
2.
We have
We're down at 2.
Pels. Let's do Pels.
Okay,
I'll
so
save
the
Mavericks
last
for
one's
last.
easy.
Yeah, where's my Pelicans? There it is. Go for it.
I wrote down the first thing I wrote down was Derek Queen out of Maryland.
I like Derek Queen.
Yeah, I really loved him watching his tape. I was sitting there like screaming for him to be a top 10 pick. I was like, I think this dude should be a top 10 pick. I've watched a fair share of Big Ten basketball. Obviously, I don't watch every prospects. I don't watch the Euro League or whatever.
Yep.
I'm not that big. I'm not a scout.
Yep.
I'm just a viewer.
Yep.
I'm just
Yep.
a dude.
Yep.
Love Derek Queen.
As we are.
We're just
We are.
dudes.
We're
We're just dudes. I like Jordan Poole being the number 2 again.
Okay.
I hated him.
You
as a
think
number
he's the
1.
2?
Behind Zion?
What about DeJounte?
Isn't he hurt for the first half of the year?
I think he's playing.
Schnikes. Yeah, he could be the 3.
Either way, I think
I-
it's
I-
good for him.
I think it's
Anything but the first option.
anything but the
for
first
JP.
option is great for him. Kevin Looney? No.
Kevon Looney, Wisconsin guy.
Wisconsin guy.
I put Trey Murphy.
Oh, that's a good one.
the
That's
re-
a name I forgot.
Yeah, and the reason for that is because I think when all their injuries happened, Trey Murphy was their consistent guy,
Yeah.
and he was balling.
Yeah.
He was getting buckets. Trey Murphy's one of the best defenders in the league. But I think what I want to see with him is don't fall off now.
Yeah.
Zion, JP, DeJounte, if they're all going to be back, don't fall off in your scoring.
Herb
Don't take a
Jones.
back seat.
Yeah.
Herb Jones too.
Those two have been very similar to me their whole careers.
Yeah, they're pretty much the same player.
Yeah.
But I don't want to see a drop off from Trey Murphy when I think it's a danger that he can.
Yes. Yeah. I think the one thing that I did circle here was, and you could write this every year. You could take a guess what I'm going to say.
Zion health.
Yeah.
Okay.
Zion, stay healthy.
Yeah.
Lose some weight, bud. No, I'm just
He
kidding.
did. I think
know
he did.
He did.
I
He
think.
did.
Do you see the pictures of him?
Yeah. No,
He looks really good.
The thing is, he
Granted,
played,
it could be the camera.
It could be. I think last year he played a good amount of games. There was
I
a,
really don't remember.
there was a year
I'll
he
look it
played a
up
good amount, and New Orleans was sitting at like the 4 spot.
Yeah.
But his health is very dependent on if this team is like a tanking team or hey, we're legit.
It's always been that problem.
I know it has.
He played 30 games last
Okay,
year.
last year was
The
not
year,
the year. I was
the
thinking of.
year before he played 70.
That's what I was
That's
thinking
the one
of.
you're
Yeah,
referencing,
they were a
yes.
playoff team then.
The year before he played 70 and averaged 23 a game.
Yeah,
Yeah, I agree.
but without him, I still like I like their pieces. I like their team. For some reason, it's just the winning doesn't come. I mean, not for some reason. That's your best player.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying.
Last team, final team.
Cooper's finna say D'Lo. That's what I wrote down.
And I put D'Lo. Yes.
I wrote down Cooper Flag. I'm not going to talk. I'll just let you talk.
Um.
Gafford and Derek
So
Lively.
yeah. I think D'Angelo Russell is quite clearly the X factor on this team. I think you're going to know what you're going to get out of AD.
Yeah.
Kyrie now it looks like he might not even come back for the season. He said that on one of his live streams, I think.
Wow.
That he doesn't even know if he's going to play this season.
I did not see that.
Because he's Twitch streaming now, don't you know?
Oh.
You see the Kyrie Twitch streams?
God.
I think he's doing IRL streams actually.
Whoa, is
Like,
he
he's just
begging for
walking
money
around.
like Kai?
Maybe.
Subathons?
I don't think he's doing a subathon.
I'd subathon.
But yeah, I don't think Kyrie Irving's gonna. He said himself that he might not come back.
Yeah.
D'Angelo Russell, this is a new team. I think this is a whole different role than he's experienced throughout his whole entire career.
Yeah.
I think with the Lakers, the second stint with the Lakers, he had to play that third wheel to LeBron and AD. He was never really the main ball handler. He had to kind of split his time between on and off ball. I think now with the Mavericks, he has to facilitate everything.
If Kyrie's out, you're saying.
If Kyrie's out.
Yes,
if
yeah,
Kyrie's
yeah,
out.
okay.
I don't know another facilitator on this team. There's not another true point guard on this team besides Kyrie and D'Lo.
I'm thinking. I'm
That's what
drawing
I'm
blanks.
saying.
Yeah.
And if you're going to try to get Cooper Flag off on a great start, you need a good point guard to feed him the ball. AD and D'Lo was probably AD's best teammate
With their Lakers stint, you're saying.
yeah.
Not overall.
Yeah,
but
obviously LeBron is his best
Yeah,
teammate,
yeah.
but D'Lo and AD had that connection. It was so great to watch. They played off each other perfectly. Klay Thompson is just like Brooklyn D'Lo's Joe Harris, just way better.
That's a funny comparison, but it's true.
It makes sense though,
Yeah.
doesn't it? It makes sense.
I forgot Joe Harris existed.
I just think that D'Lo needs to be a great D'Angelo Russell, and I think he still has that in him. Obviously, the Nets year last year, once he got traded, wasn't great, but he still had a 30-point performance. He had a 22 and 9, I think, his first game with the Nets.
Yeah.
He still has a lot in the tank, I think.
I'll say this, and this will please you. D'Lo might be the most hated All-Star. Not most hated by fans and stuff. Most underappreciated is probably a better way to phrase that.
I think a lot of people forget that he was an All-Star.
Yeah, I think a lot of people forget. Whenever they send, oh great, we have D'Angelo Russell. No one ever gets excited when they. bring
And I'm
D'Lo
not
in.
saying he's going to hit All-Star level.
No, I don't think he will. I
no.
think he's one and done with that, and that's it.
Yeah, but I wouldn't be shocked if I saw 16 and 7 out of him.
I was gonna say 16-6. Yeah,
That's great for him, and I think
Yeah.
that's exactly what the Mavericks need.
100%.
Yeah,
He's a good ball player, man.
favorite player in the league.
I know.
That's
I
why
know.
the jersey's right there.
Yeah,
we
they're
both
all
have-
over this
we
place.
both- no,
I'm surrounded
No. He's lying. There is one D'Lo jersey on
Is
the
that a
wall.
fathead at D'Lo?
No, it's not.
Is he blowing you a kiss?
All right. Anything else? No?
I think it's,
with X Factor wise?
That's it for X Factors.
Yeah, so now we have our final segment, which I want to start calling Set the Pick.
Okay, that's fine.
For the 2-man game.
I was
you know
also
what I'm saying?
thinking. I
Like
was
the
also
theme
thinking,
here?
by the way, and this is just depending if we can get someone to do it. If we have a third person write the quiz, we have these whiteboards. We both take.
Oh,
it.
true.
We see who does better.
True. We could
But you got to get me back with a quiz.
we
after
could
this
outsource.
one.
Yeah. So we're gonna be basically Set the Pick is just gonna be a quiz segment. One of us is gonna come up with the quiz, the other person's gonna take it. We're gonna trade off every week. Zach said he wanted to quiz me this week first. I asked him, so he said he wanted to lead off. I don't know what your quiz is going to be.
It took me a while to think of something to quiz, and then I
Okay.
was like, let's do like the last so many players or something.
I want to preface this right now. This is not going to be some nerd sesh type stuff.
Oh, hells
we do
no.
not have that type of brain.
Yeah, no, there's no. I think those guys cheat sometimes.
I have a little bit of basketball knowledge, but I don't have anywhere near of like nerd sesh. I'm not even a fraction of nerd sesh.
I'll tell you right now, these answers, I'm giving you 8 answers. They're from the years 91 to 08.
91 to 08. Okay,
Yeah.
what's your quiz?
So, do you remember what my hint was earlier or no?
Something with steals.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Dyson Daniels recorded 3 steals a game last year.
Oh God.
He was the first person to eclipse 200 with 229 for the first time since 2008.
Oh, I'm not getting this.
That is 17 years.
Oh my gosh.
So I want you to name the last 8 guys who have recorded over 200 steals.
To eclipse 200 steals?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I'll give you the
There's
years
8
too.
guys. Okay, yes. You're
If
going to
you-
need me to give me the years.
Yeah, if you write 1 through 8, I'll give you the years.
Okay.
There's a couple of them where it's right in a row.
Okay.
Like it happened every year. I only wrote down hints for one guy because I think you can get the rest of the names.
I might need hints for a lot of these guys.
I guess I might give you hints because
You might need to give me like a conference.
Yeah.
Just to set my mind in the
because
right
just to
direction.
like get your brain
Get
like,
my
thinking
gears
on
flowing.
one guy.
We just recorded like 2 hours worth of X Factors. My brain's kind of
You
fried.
should have some Celsius.
I should have. Go ahead.
Oh, you got your numbers down?
Yeah.
First one's he did it in 07, 08, and 08, 09.
07, 08, and
I didn't do
09.
so if a guy repeated it, I didn't count it as like, oh, this guy, then this guy again. I counted as one name.
Okay.
I did last 8 names. not
Okay.
8 people to do it.
Oh, okay. So
yes. It's
so
8 different names.
8 different names.
Yes.
Okay, I got you.
The second one's 02, 03.
203.
That's like your birth year or something.
I was born in 02, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Third one's 96, 97.
That's like your birth year or something.
Nope, that's older than me. And then from there, it's 1 year at a time. 95, 96, 94, 95, 93, 94.
Hold on. What? 9-5?
It's just, you just count down.
Oh, 9-5.
They did it for
Okay.
7 different people or whatever, 6 different people, 6 years in a row.
Eclipse 200 steals?
I'll tell you that number 3 guy is the hard one. For you.
Okay. The number 1 guy.
Yeah.
I'm thinking guard, obviously.
Hold on. I believe all these are guards except for one.
I think that's the gimme. All of them have to be. Most of them have to be guards.
One of them technically is shooting guards.
07, 08, 09. My first initial thought
Yeah,
was like a Chris Paul.
that would be it.
Is it?
That's
Okay.
it.
See, I know he was averaging a lot of steals back then, and I know he stole MVPs from Kobe.
Yeah, you're nerd sesh, dude.
No, I'm not.
Welcome.
I knew Chris Paul was going ham. I didn't know if he was eclipsing 200 steals though. That's crazy.
I don't want to give you a hint, but I want to give you a hint after that one. I'll save it.
02, 03. 07, 08, 09 is like my era where
I was gonna
started
say
watching
that helps a
basketball.
lot. This is where it gets tough, but you can get all these.
02, 03.
Except for one.
Again, I'm thinking guard, and I'm trying to think of like that era of point guards. I know Allen Iverson averaged a lot of steals.
That would be your second guy.
Was it? Okay.
Yes.
I know AI was like, he's one of those guys where it's like, he was never known as a defensive player,
Mm-mm.
but he racked up the steals.
Yeah,
That was crazy from him.
you're killing this right now.
Allen Iverson.
Now you can go for 3 if you want. You might want to save that for the end.
If you say it's hard, I'm going to skip it.
Okay, for these years, if you say the player and get the year wrong, I'm giving it to you. By the way, I think that's fair.
Okay.
You're going to be like, oh, 92, that was Patrick Ewing. Like,
Okay, yeah,
You
I see
know.
what you mean.
actually, he's 93.
95. So, Here's where my mind's at right now.
Yeah.
My mind is
Jelly.
Jordan. And is that
He is on there.
he's on? Is
He's-
he the 96, 97?
No, that's the hard one.
Oh, okay. I
Why
was gonna
would
say
the-
what?
Why would the goat be the hard one?
So the reason I'm saying Jordan, I don't know what year I'm gonna. I'll guess after. Don't tell me. What year
Yeah, I
yet.
won't tell you what year.
The reason I'm saying Jordan is because of the whole. I don't even want to know what to call it. Like the whole debacle with him faking his stats.
Oh,
Remember
yeah.
that? You
Yep.
remember that big controversy or
That's a
whatever?
good thought to have there. You're 3 for
I'm gonna guess
3.
93.
It's 92.
92.
92.
Younger Jordan. Okay.
Yeah, but still, that's 3 for 3.
Was 93 the year he took a year off?
God, I think so.
I might be an idiot. That might have been the baseball year.
Yeah.
From
No, it
there it
probably
gets harder.
was.
From there it gets harder.
Mm-hmm.
High
much harder.
defensive guards back in the 90s. The 90s era, I'm so shaky on. So shaky on.
Same.
This is like, you might need to give me a conference for like, let's start with 95. Give me a conference for 95.
95.
Most preliminary, obviously, because I'm guessing the guy's retired.
Yes, I believe this was Western Conference, the team he was known for.
The Western Conference.
I don't know what year he was in the, like, my knowledge is not that good, but I know what team he's known for. I believe it was Western Conference.
Obviously, that's the only reason I'm gonna like recognize it.
Yeah.
Blazers would be like Terry Porter,
Wisconsin guy.
Only D3 player to ever make it to the league.
Yeah.
Shout out UW Stevens Point.
My mom apparently rolled his shoulders at a party.
Seriously.
That's what she said, but
Really?
she was also on some, like, pain meds, so.
Okay. Mrs.
Prescribed. She's not.
Mrs. Wojak.
Yeah.
Getting wild.
I don't buy it.
Sonics were a thing back then. I don't think it would be a Sonics player. Wolves would have been. Could have been Gary Payton. Is Gary Payton on here?
That would be the answer.
Gary Payton.
And he is a Sonic guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now
I was going to go back.
I breezed over it, and I was like, "That's
Yeah.
95."
That is 95.
Okay.
The glove I wrote. I didn't write Gary Payton. I just wrote the glove.
Gary Payton.
All right.
94. 94.
You only had one hint there. That's pretty good.
I know. I'm kind of surprised myself right now.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
The 96 one, I hope you've
We'll
heard
get
of
there.
him.
We'll get there.
Yeah.
94. I'm gonna need a conference again. I just need to point my brain in the
Eastern
direction.
Conference.
Eastern Conference for this one. Let's start with the Heat's got like Tim Hardaway. That's not it. Magic would have. Is that like a Penny Scott Skiles era?
I was going to throw out Scott Skiles' name, but no, neither of those were on there.
Penny was like the area. That's the era.
Yeah,
though.
yeah. Scott Skiles has most assists in a game.
Hawks would have been nobody. I couldn't even tell you the Hawks point guard. Was it like Speedy Claxton? No, that's like that's like 07, 05 era.
I'll tell you, there is a Hawk on the list. It's the hard one.
The Hawks, the hard one.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
My mind's kind of spinning now.
Yeah, just ignore it.
I will. Chicago in '94 would have been. I don't think it was a Chicago guy. That would have been like a B.J. Armstrong, a Steve Kerr. It might have been Pip. Is Pip the name?
It was Pip.
Okay. Is Pip is that actually an answer?
That's the answer, yeah.
Is it 94?
94.
Oh my gosh. Really?
Yeah. Isn't that weird?
Pippen hit over 200 steals?
232.
Oh my god.
He's almost the highest on this list.
Seriously?
Yeah, I think he's second highest.
Oh my god. 93.
I call
93.
Jordan the GOAT. He had 12 more steals.
Wouldn't have done it without Pip.
You only
No.
have 3 names left, right? Yeah.
Yeah, 93. Give me the conference.
Western Conference.
Western Conference.
This one might be a little tricky without it. This is the second hardest one, in my opinion.
This is the second hardest one.
I'll give you a hint right now.
Yeah, please.
He has been a coach within the past 5 years.
Coach.
Yeah, head coach.
This is the Hawks one, Doc.
No.
Okay. I didn't think so. But that was a Hawks guy.
Doc played for them?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Western Conference guy, Mavericks in 93. Who were the Mavericks in 93? Steve Nash even there yet? No,
Mm-mm.
no way.
I don't think
I'm thinking
so.
way too late. This is why my '90s knowledge is shaky.
Rolando Blackman was there, maybe.
Probably. I don't even know. Were they still Vancouver at that point? Were the Grizzlies still No. I'm tripping.
Were they even a thing? They had to be. They had to be a
I'm
thing.
questioning
It's-
myself
Yeah.
now. Suns is like a Dennis Johnson a thing.
Nope, not him.
Lake Show in '93.
You want another hint here?
Yes, please.
The 3 teams he coached in the past 10, 15 years are Pacers, Blazers, Hawks. Not in that order.
That was the teams he coaches. That he
Yes.
coached.
Yep, in the last like 15 years.
Pacers, Blazers, Hawks. Pacers, Blazers, Hawks.
Yeah. I think you would think of him more as a Hawks coach.
Okay, I'm gonna go through Hawks coaches then. Nate McMillan.
That's the answer.
That's it.
Yeah.
Okay. I knew Nate McMillan played.
Yeah.
I
You didn't want to say Bud?
no, he didn't play. What?
Bud did it like 5 years ago.
Nate McMillan was good.
That stealing the ball, yeah.
Wow.
I didn't. That one
Shout
shocked,
out Nate McMillan.
That one shocked me.
I am not familiar with Nate McMillan's game.
I was happy to see that on here because I was just like, hey, I got some hits. That was the end
Oh
of
my
my hit
goodness.
list.
Oh my goodness. 91. This is probably gonna be the hardest one for me. I'm gonna have
No.
more. Really?
This is way easier than the one you just did, M3.
Okay. Give me the conference then.
Western. For sure.
For sure.
For sure.
For sure. Is this like just a Magic Johnson thing or like a Michael Cooper?
No.
Not a Laker.
Not a Laker.
Clippers weren't really relevant.
Mm-mm.
Suns, were they a thing?
They were, but
I need more of a hint.
try not there.
I need more of a hint. My brain's fried.
Never won a championship. How about that?
Nash. No.
No.
That's
God, you're-
again. What is wrong with me?
Come
man?
on. You're getting older and still saying it.
I know. I'm still saying the newer guys when I'm getting older. I'm exposing
Like,
myself.
never
right
won a
now.
championship, and that's like a big thing he's known for.
That's a big thing he's known for.
I mean, it's not the biggest thing, but like, he made it there.
He made it there,
Yeah.
but never won it.
Yeah. I'm almost giving you the answer right now.
In '91
Yeah.
era.
I don't know if he made it in 91.
Right. Guard.
Yeah.
A well-known guy who's never won a chip. This is gonna be a bitch to edit.
This is going to be a long pod. That's why I'm trying to toss you some hints, speed her up just a tad.
Toss me some more then. Jesus.
I believe he's the alt. Oh, no, I can't do that.
Why not?
That's too easy.
Why not? I'm obviously struggling on this one. I
Um,
can't get it.
He. Oh, that's too. Keep thinking. He's like a top 10 of his position all time.
Give me the division.
The Pacific. No, your Pacific's the middle one. What's the top one?
Northwest.
Yeah, that one.
Okay, so I'm thinking Blazers, Sonics, Nuggets, Wolves. What's the last team in the division?
I can't.
The
say.
Jazz.
Yeah.
Jazz. Stockton.
Yeah,
Stockton. Oh my goodness gracious.
that was pretty
holy.
pretty rough.
I
If you
I
struggled there,
apologize.
you're not.
I
gonna
apologize.
You're not gonna get this one.
I apologize. Sometimes I feel like Stockton played in like the 80s or something. Which he did.
I think
I'm
he
pretty sure.
did. Yeah.
Which I just get my mind stuck there.
All-time assist leader though. I think I was right there. Pretty sure he is.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're right. 96, 97, you said for the Hawks. That was a big hint already you gave me.
Yes.
Now my challenge is thinking of who was the Hawks.
I gave it to you because he's very forgotten.
Who was a Hawks guard in 96, 97?
Like if I tell you the name, you'll be like, "Oh, I've heard that name before."
Oh, so it's a guy that I just won't know.
No, like you probably could pull this in the depths.
So you're saying I couldn't right now because my brain is fried.
You probably could. Like maybe we'll get there.
So Doc Rivers was in that era.
Wasn't him.
It wasn't him, obviously.
If I have to go to initials, I will go to initials.
I'm trying to think of who is on a team with, because that's Dikembe's Hawks. trying to think of who's on that team with him. You can give me initials. I still don't think
I'm
I'll
not.
say
I'm
that.
not going there. I'm going to start with my first one. He was a one-time All-Star. One-time
Oh
All-Star.
my gosh, we're really good.
All
there.
defensive first team twice.
I would hope so. If he hit.
Well, I mean, he had to
200
make it this
steals.
year for sure. Not known for his
What,
shooting.
96, 97?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Is this a guy who was like got there at the end of his career?
See, that I didn't write down.
Okay.
He played a couple years with the Warriors after this. So
What?
played with the Nets before the Hawks. But he is known as a
What?
Rock. Yeah. Just a defensive guy.
Oh my goodness. I have no clue.
He's currently in jail. I figured that wouldn't help you at all.
What?
Yeah, he got let out. I think like 2 days later, he ran someone over.
You
or
might
something.
need to give me this one. I have no idea.
Pearl Jam named an album after him, but then they changed it to his number.
Okay, so you're really giving me a Pearl Jam reference?
That's a good point. His initials are MB.
What?
I told you this one's tough, dude.
Am I?
No, like I don't know if I could pull this if you gave me initials either.
I heard MB and I thought Muggsy Bogues, and I'm like, he never played for the Hawks.
That's a good like thought though.
He got a lot of steals back in the day.
Andre Blatch.
All right, you bring up that name a lot. You're.
I don't think I
Andre
have
Blatch
ever
guy.
before.
No, you have.
I love Andre Blatch.
I don't think I'm gonna get it.
All right.
I think I'm going 7 out of 8 on this quiz.
This is why I didn't give you 2 other names. Because like the 9th name I think was Alvin Robertson.
Oh, what the?
Yeah.
Yeah, no
This
shot.
name is Mookie Blaylock.
Mookie Blaylock.
Yeah, see,
You're
you've
right.
heard-
now,
you've heard of
actually.
him.
I
You've
have
heard of him.
That.
That's a wrap on
That was a good quiz. That
You
was
like
a good
that?
quiz.
I wanted to find something to relate to last year.
That was unique. That was
Yeah.
unique.
I sporkled it. No, I'm just
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that wraps this all up. Unless you got anything else you want to add.
I mean, we could talk for another hour.
we probably could, but
We shouldn't.
I don't think we really should. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, that's gonna be the end of the first ever episode
It's
of
a
the
big
2-man game.
There's
Yeah,
an
make
imprint
sure-
in this couch.
make sure you like, follow on all the socials, Spotify, YouTube,
Subathon.
listen to all that. We're not gonna have a subathon on
Subathon.
Twitch ever. Don't listen to him. Yeah, thank you for tuning in. Peace.